Threw me off.
Well, we have a long weekend coming up, so we have that to look forward to, which is nice.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and some activities.
Mm-hmm.
Some activities this weekend. Lern's band's playing over at Sky Music Lounge.
Yeah, Saturday 9 to midnight.
You guys playing anywhere, Moon?
No, sir. No,
So
sir.
free
Family
weekend.
stuff. Well, we got birthday parties. We're doing all the summer birthdays kind of in one big
Right.
pool party. Hey, maybe kind of like an end of the summer pool party. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Labor Day is typically the, hey, we're closing the pool.
Yeah.
We're closing the pool after this weekend.
I'm feeling that. I'm fine with that.
Although, I mean, it's not like it's not going to be hot after Labor Day.
When would you suggest people close their pools then in this new type of hot end of summer time?
Thanksgiving.
Fine.
That's a good idea.
Thanksgiving. No, I know like a lot of like community pools, municipal pools. You know, this is it, Labor Day. You know, listen, your personal home pool, you close whenever.
Yeah, we got a heater too, and we would push it. We would push it, except for there's just trees everywhere. So as soon as the first leaf, and it's already happened.
Oh, it starts with one leaf and then...
Yeah, the trees were tricked.
tell two
A couple
friends.
weeks ago, they thought something was happening, so they started shifting. They started changing. And I've been digging leaves out forever. Weeks already. So as soon as those leaves start coming down, you're like,
This is what you got kids for. Send them out there with the skimmer.
Yeah, right. Teenagers, brother, they're not doing
Send them out there with the skimmer. Hey, get outside.
$5.
Skim the pool. Oh, that's the best. Tell the kids over the weekend, hey, go pull weeds. Are you going to pay us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
$5.
I'm not going to pay you. You live here.
I'd pay $5 and see if they take it. You know what? And if they don't, then they're bad with their money because they should take all money.
You know what we did? We gave them like a trash can. It's like this, this big, like an office trash can, like kind of about that size. And we said for every full trash can, and this is when you're doing weeds, for every full trash can is $5.
Boom.
Whoa. It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
For whom? For everybody, right?
For everybody involved.
That's exactly. And it worked like twice. They've done it twice that way.
How many trash cans?
I think we ended up paying like, $20, $25, something like that. It's 4 or 5. I mean, there's a lot of weeds out there.
No, I love that. How much you going to pay me? You live here. It's part of the deal. It's called pitching in. Get out there, pull some weeds.
They not only got 20 or $25, they got some poison ivy too.
Well, good. That's for free.
That worked out well. Told you to wear gloves.
Hey, you guys subscribe to the no wearing white after Labor Day rule?
No.
I have no rules.
You know me when it comes to fashion.
Anything.
I'm a rebel.
Hey. You're a rebel, buddy.
I subscribe to it year round.
Yeah, good point. Something happened. So we posted a photo last week of comedian Pat House was here on Friday. And
You guys' new best friend.
yes, I love Pat House. And some guy in Facebook world said, she always wears the same jeans. And then I was talking to this about my husband, and I was like, thank you. And then I was talking about it to my husband, and he goes, Rafe literally wears the same outfit every day. So, like, do I need to make some sort of testimony of, like, I have a favorite pair of jeans?
No, maybe for a woman, there's more expectations as far as what she's going to wear.
Yeah.
Is it the same pair or the same type?
I don't know. I've heard people bitching about
Bell bottoms.
bell bottoms, which I love bell bottoms. And Jeff Burton wore bell bottoms all the time.
Pointing out.
This man was apparently bitching.
You ruined his day.
I said,
This bitch wears the same jeans every day.
like, what a weird thing. And that's fine. I mean,
the weirdest thing is that you just threw me under the bus instead of. That hurts a little.
but no, you've made a testimony. Like, you're like, I'm going to wear the same thing. Like, I'm Steve Jobs.
Right. Steve Jobs wore the same thing every day.
Oh, that's the move.
You're like, I don't want to have to put up with thinking about what I'm wearing. And I respect that.
Remember Barack Obama always wore the same suit? I remember the one time he didn't. It was a huge thing. Look up Barack Obama, the tan suit.
Oh, I know.
He had cool jeans,
the
though,
tan
right?
Suit.
Yeah.
Yes. Always wore the same jeans.
He had the coolest jeans, I think, if I remember right.
Stretchy jeans.
But, like, do people not wear the same jeans? Like, I mean, I'm not wearing the same jeans these last couple
I've got
days.
like
but
4 or 5 pairs
I
in
have
the
like
rotation.
3 pairs in rotation.
But they're all the same, essentially. They're like different shades of gray. And I got like 1 pair of blue Wranglers that probably made everyone's head melt the first day I wore them.
Yeah, I got like 3 pairs of jeans that are in rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I got 4 jeans, but I know my favorite cut of jeans. Like, there's a pair of jeans that I just love.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I felt I
Yeah.
felt strange.
I feel like you're still thinking about this guy.
I was. I've been thinking about this guy since Monday. What is
Have
today,
you
Wednesday?
altered your wardrobe
No.
because of him?
I wear the same stuff every week on different days. But what a weird thing to point out. I'm just curious about it. Like the ethnography
when
of a man.
It's almost
commenting on
like
that.
people look for a reason to hate on you. And just
When you put
act
yourself
on
out there.
the internet.
When I put myself out there,
When you
it's a
put
group
yourself
photo
out there.
of our
I
guest.
know. Well, I'm just saying, in general, when you put yourself out there,
So you think it's okay? You think it's a valid comment?
I'm not saying it's okay or not.
Oh. You're saying if I put myself out there, I need to just deal?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
I
Strange.
think the guy's an idiot. But I think almost all the commenters are idiots. So maybe I'm not a great.
Hey, if you put a picture out there, chances are somebody's going to be a douche.
I just feel bad for Pat House.
First
Like, he
day
didn't
on the
say anything
internet.
about Pat House being in town, you know? Like we put the whole Clownvis.
I'm sure Pat
Great
House is
time.
used to people commenting on photos.
Clownvis wears the same makeup every day.
Yeah, but Clownvis has a new outfit almost every time he comes in.
Does
He
he?
does.
He goes above
Clownvis
and
is
beyond.
quite dapper. He had a sweet ICP satin jacket on.
Oh, that's right. That was sweet. And
Like,
the guy didn't
super
even
sweet.
comment on that. He didn't even notice the great ICP jacket.
Maybe he did, but you just locked in on the same jeans comment.
I guess they were so offensive.
Or you know what? How about this? How about no clothes? And Rafe Williams will be doing comedy at the 40 Acre Club
Yeah.
on Saturday.
That
There's
is
one
true.
way to not worry about what anyone's wearing.
Yeah, but then they comment on your wiener.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're going to put yourself out there.
Yeah, well,
Well, then we'll judge that. I mean,
Hey, it's a no judgment zone at the 40 Acre Club.
no, it's not. And you know what? There's something very freeing about that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about clothes. Like, that's not a thing. It's like what school uniforms. Like, they do school uniforms. Why? Because it takes, I guess, the people commenting on clothes out of the whole equation.
Yeah. I did see
Or
a
at least
guy.
part of the reason.
I went out there yesterday to scout for this weekend to figure out where I was
Why'd you put scout in quotes?
to scout.
No, he didn't do quotes. He did binoculars.
I went out there to scout. I went out there yesterday. Great folks, very welcoming. I was there when the pork steaks got delivered for the 200 pork steaks, dude, for a pork steak banquet. It's gonna
Okay, so
happen
explain.
before the show.
So we've been talking about this for a long time.
I
now,
have.
And the people from the 40 Acre Club, the nudist colony out in, where is it?
Man, I don't know the name of the town. It's out there. It's about an hour out. I want to say, let's look
It's
it
not
up.
Sullivan, is it?
No, it's the other way. Not the other way.
Other way
but
north?
South.
Oh, Lawndale. Lawndale.
Lawndale. Yeah.
Lawndale, Missouri.
Yeah. Beautiful facility. Great campgrounds. It's cool. I guess you buy a plot of land. It's co-op, so everybody's got some skin in the game. No pun intended. And
So I thought it was a
beautiful out
resort where you would almost like you're going to a Sandals beach resort in
no, you have to have a
Mexico.
membership. It's
spend a
certified
week.
by the American Nudist Association.
So you know it's top notch.
You know it's top notch. Well, it's like it's been there since the 50s. They were telling me yesterday, and
Does one wander into other nudist colonies and think, is this colony certified?
Is it certified?
well, they said that someone tried to start another one
Oh,
because
I
they had some. They didn't. I don't know if they got kicked out of that one for behavior issues or something, but that the community were like, nah.
Well, I get it, Moon. There's certain standards.
Yeah, I do too. I was just looking for the joke.
There's certain standards that need to be upheld at the nudist colony.
What is the standard? An example.
Towels on seats.
Okay.
always bring a
I'd
towel.
imagine
That's
there's
it.
a whole bunch of framework there.
Yeah, there is. I would imagine so too.
No,
I
what
mean,
I'm-
I get what you're saying. Somebody wander in and be like, "This ain't the type of naked I'm down with."
No, what I mean is, you don't want some, pervert just starting up a nudist colony just so he could get his rocks off on seeing naked chicks.
Yeah, and they take great care out there because it's like it's chill. Some of the stigma around it, I think, and we'll get into that. I'm going to go out there and do some interviews. I got some people that are going to do interviews on camera with me for the #2 show. I'm going to do a whole segment.
Oh, this is going
on
to be
it.
a whole thing.
It's a whole
so-
thing. I'm taking the video department. I got a little spot set up where I'm going to interview folks that, you know, some people want their privacy because of their jobs and stuff like that, which I totally
Of course.
get. But most people were like, hey, we got people that want to talk to you on camera that
They don't care.
they've been here forever. And I'm like, yeah, great. You know,
Great. They're out. They're proud. They want to
Yeah.
almost
It was just chill.
advertise for the lifestyle,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I told them. They're great people. They've been super kind to me. And like, I was like, I want to come out here and like take some of the stigma away.
Right. Exactly. And so maybe showing people what it's really like
Yeah.
will take some of that stigma away. Now they reached out and they said, "Hey, do you want to, you want to do a stand-up set out here? Fine."
Yeah.
So it's Saturday night.
Saturday
Is it
night,
open
new
to the
member
public?
weekend. Big weekend for them. New membership. People coming out. Never been before. People, noobs coming out. Mm-hmm. I'll have some sheepish, nervous noobs out in the audience that I'll be welcoming into the community.
Well, the nice thing is,
That's nice.
you know, such a platform, you know, stage work and that kind of stuff. You're seeing and you're feeling the energies
Yeah.
of the crowd. So you're literally going to be able to see how relaxed you're making your audience.
That's right.
You know, people just kind of
Flaccid?
like that. You know?
Yeah, you see if they're
What?
excited or not.
You know, I
guys
just,
seem
you know,
flaccid.
Is this the only time when a flaccid wiener would be appropriate because they're so relaxed? Or would you prefer an erect one?
depends on the
What
I
do
average.
wouldn't
you
mind
want?
a couple.
It depends on the material.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes when you're nervous, it's a completely different thing. There's, you know, there's many forms, many shapes.
Yeah. I got a nice little tour yesterday, and
Well, so you went for the walk things. You went for
I went for a walkthrough to see
a
where,
walkthrough.
which I'm glad I did because, you know, it's a lot of times when you places like comedy's different than music. You can't just stick a comedian in the corner with it's not like an acoustic guitar perform. You know, you got to kind of have some buy-in on the
Yeah.
show. And they weren't sure if they wanted to do it outside or inside. And, you know, I was like, man, it's hot. It's supposed to rain this weekend.
Oh, really?
It's either going to be balls hot or it might
Literally.
rain. And I was like, why don't we just do it in the clubhouse? Because then we can control it. It's air conditioned. People can leave the environment they're in because they were going to have me out by the pool, and some people were going to be in the pool while I was
Oh, you don't
performing,
want
and I'm
that.
like, I don't want somebody cannonballing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
as you're hitting your punchline, you know, you gotta
Yeah,
Marco,
exactly.
Bolo, fish out of water.
Cannonballs, which I imagine hurts a lot more.
So they got a clubhouse.
They got a
seats.
clubhouse,
Is there a
seats,
stage?
great. Got a kit. They serve dinner in there. There were some people in some dartboards, a pool table, shuffleboard.
Dartboards.
That seems dangerous.
That
You know
is
what?
dangerous.
That's the one
telling you,
thing I
they were
don't
metal
think is
darts
okay.
too. We had that conversation.
Dangerous.
Wow.
sure
One of those
couple-
magnet darts.
Everybody look out. Bill's got the darts again.
You always imagine at the nudist colony volleyball. So I'm sure there's a couple volleyball
yeah.
courts.
Pickleball, brand new pickleball
That's
court.
cool.
Nice.
Nice.
I love pickleball.
Was there a ring toss? That'd be fun.
They even said
Horseshoes.
when we were talking about punishments yesterday for the new Riz Olympics, the free hugs. They're like, this would be a great place. Put you in the corner of the pickleball courts with your free hug shirt on.
Yeah.
I said, that's not a bad idea.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't allowed. You just have to write free hugs on your chest.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
right.
when you went out there, is it a place like that's tucked into the woods?
Yeah, I mean,
Is it kind of off the beaten path?
yeah, you hit gravel road. I knew when me and Josh turned onto the gravel road, I go, we're getting close. I knew there. I'm like, they're not going to be just a nudist colony on a paved road with a yellow line in the middle. Like, we got to be throwing some dust up behind us.
Yeah.
As soon as we were, I was like, we're getting close,
We're
buddy.
getting close.
They said, like, a lot of people don't even know they're there. Like, a lot of people in the community, he's like, we're kind of tucked away. We keep to ourselves.
That's so many terms you're using
Yeah.
that are appropriate.
Tucked away off the beaten path. I get it. And this is by design.
Oh, get out of here. You guys aren't saying this stuff on purpose. It's just
Oh, your mind is going there,
it's
huh?
just falling out, man.
Stop being a pervert. We're talking about something
Yeah,
very
this is
serious.
serious.
Dude, one of you take Harry Moppin Road to get there. And I go, this is getting a little too on the nose. But I like it.
Are there gates?
There's a gate. Yeah, you got to, like, have a code or they have to buzz you in. There's, like, a metal gate that opens up.
Okay, so there's not a guard There's
No.
not like a guard booth with a guy in a helmet with a belt and
And a
nothing
machine
else.
gun. Yeah.
Nah, but that'd be cool.
Like imagine what like a UN, someone from the UN would wear one of those
Yeah.
kind of helmets.
It did
And it's
happen
like-
yesterday, though, dude. Like
And like a utility,
Yeah.
belt with
a little
you know,
white belt, like a Batman
With
belt.
a stick
all
with a
the-
mirror so you can check underneath the car.
Yeah, exactly.
and boots and nothing else.
Right
Kind
on.
of see it like stripes, like an RV would pull up to.
Yeah, we're guards.
You were great.
So you buzz in.
You buzz in. Bob came and got me. Listener Bob, great guy, the guy that set all this up.
Shout out to Bob.
Shout out to Bob.
What's up, Bob?
And Bob had called in and gave me the lowdown on the number 2 show one day, and we chatted more, and he took me to the 9. I met most of the 9 who made the decision.
Oh, is that the council?
The council,
The nude 9.
the naked
Nice.
9. And honestly, man, it was a lot of like RVs and some
Wait.
permanent structures.
We shall take this to the naked 9.
Yes.
We've got a disagreement.
Oh, did Leonard not put his towel down on the bench in the clubhouse?
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Let it be heard by the naked 9. And
I
the
sub-
naked 9 shall hear.
I submit to the council of the nude 9. I believe we have amongst us a looky-loo. No looky-loos. Thumbs down.
Was Bob nude when he came to meet you?
No. Bob was doing landscaping. Bob was working.
What kind of landscape?
Oh, yeah.
Weed
beautiful.
whacking. Weed whacking.
Did you hear any helicopters while you're out there?
Never ends. We could do this forever.
Cavalcade.
This is the whole show, by the way.
This is a cavalcade of puns.
Right on.
Anyway,
Anyway, we were fleshing out the whole show, and they came and got me. It was some people chilling at the pool. Met a few of the members. There was one guy. Yeah, I can keep going.
I told you.
I can
man.
go the whole show. This is what we're doing. Let's do it. Met a few of the folks out there, and they were nice. Everybody was super nice. There was one guy, though, who was funny because he had a hat on by the pool. He just had like a backwards ball cap on, and that was it.
and that was it.
And that's kind of funny to see, where I'm just like, oh,
Now,
Why-
when did you
why
encounter?
head coverage?
When did you? Well, I mean, maybe he was bald, didn't want to get a sunburn on his head.
Yeah, good point.
When did you encounter your first naked person?
Well, right away. Right away. As soon as I got out of the car. There's people out there in the pool. It was hot. There was several members in the pool.
Yeah.
There was a couple members in the clubhouse just hanging out, having
Literally.
lunch.
Even when eating a meal, huh? Naked.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole pork steak dinner is going to be in the buff. I'm excited for that.
So what
Something
time?
I never thought that was not on the bucket list,
What
but
time
it is now.
What time is the show on Saturday?
Show's at 8. Dinner at 6.
Dinner at 6.
It is open to the public, but you do have to be naked.
Okay.
So-
Will you be nude?
I don't know. We'll see how the show goes.
Are you bringing Tina?
Tina is coming, yes.
Will she be nude?
I don't know. That's really up to her.
Man.
I'm just trying to imagine the dinners out there. I imagine there's not a lot of finger food because there's no place to wipe your fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, napkins and laps.
Yes, but I mean, it's natural that every once in a while you're gonna wipe something on your pants or something like that. You got no pants. You got no.
Right.
Yeah.
How often
Hairy
are you wiping
thigh.
stuff on your pants?
Not often, but more. So it's a non-zero. So I'd imagine
Well, I-
chicken wings are probably not a great nudist colony dinner.
It's a great nudist colony dinner.
You
You
think so?
can't get it
Chicken
on
wings?
anything. You can wipe it off your skin.
It's
Literally.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect eating in the nude, actually,
That
because you
is-
don't want to drop anything on you. How many stains do I have on my shirt from dropping something?
Tons.
Missing my mouth.
Especially wings or ribs, anything
Right.
saucy.
What are you supposed to do? Just jump in the pool and wash it off?
Yeah.
I guess
You
shower.
take a
A wet cloth.
wet,
Lysol wipe.
no, you just take a napkin.
Your neighbor will
You
lick it
jump
off
in the
your
pool.
chest.
But okay.
You take a napkin and wipe it off. This is perfect, actually.
Now I see.
No more stains on shirts. No more shirts, actually.
This is freedom.
It was pretty chill.
How long did you spend up there?
About an hour or so. Gave me a tour of the campgrounds, and I decided where to set up shop. And
Tour took about 10 minutes. Talked for another 5, and then The Rafe went on an investigative,
Yeah, I meandered
exploratory
around.
hike.
Yeah, it's going to be good. When we were talking about the show, and they're like, "How do you want to set the show up?" And I go, "I want close." They're like, "How close?" And I go, "I want to be able to high five the front row.
Yeah, right.
Get them up tight."
Is Tina going to open? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to go out there, hang out, which that's one of the things they talked about, too, which is interesting. Like, you can't just join, like, as a roving male. Like, it's very much centered around, like,
Couples
or, yeah. And I think that's not so much. And when you say that, people are like, oh, yeah, they're out there swapping. But it's not really like that. It's just, I think they want to keep the ratio. Guy, girl, somewhat even, and also just avoid because then it does become uncomfortable. When
it's a nudist colony. It's not a swingers club.
It's not.
They'll lose control of it pretty quick.
Right.
All of a sudden
It's definitely not. And that was one of the things he was telling me. Like they do have standards, and because of whatever the association is, like if something would happen, if the town would petition or if somebody would try to shut them down, like they have this national organization that would come in and help them and bring legal representation and stuff.
Why would the town want to shut them down?
They
sure.
don't. The town,
because of the stigma, probably.
Yeah. That's what I asked them. I go, have you ever had any issues? Because, they're out there in pretty conservative part of Missouri. Mm-hmm. And they were
Londell, yeah.
And they said,
never a problem.
Not a problem.
Yeah, listen, we keep to ourselves. We stay here on the, we're just naked here. It's not, we're not going into town naked.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to Target. Anybody?
Going to the council
golf
meeting.
carts.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure they put on clothes. They put on clothes when they go into town. Because where are you going to put your wallet?
Exactly.
Good call.
In my satchel.
Oh, I know where. Oh, no. It's on the house. You could keep your money.
So wait, how do people come out to see you that are not already part of the nudist colony? Do they just go to their website? Do they just arrive?
Yeah. 40 Acre Club. Go to their website, give them a call, tell them you want to come out, and they'll give you the lowdown.
Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a magical night.
You just got to be in your birthday suit. And you know what? They were like, we probably won't get any Riz listeners. And I go, I think you've grossly underestimated the Rizzuto.
Oh, I think
fan
there'll be a
base.
couple.
Mm-hmm.
I think there'll be a couple. I think there's a couple of maybe Team Riz members, maybe future Team Riz members who are willing to really let their membership fly.
Yes.
Full display.
Oh, they got the point logo right there on the website. 40 FORTY acreclub.org.
There you go.
Is the website.
Now, I wonder if they'll allow you
.org. Come on.
to, wear your Team Riz jersey, but just Donald Duck at no bottoms.
I don't know.
Hey, listen, this is an all-day thing, by the way, Saturday. 11:30 to 1 is snack bar.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon, the whole afternoon, pool games. They're doing organized games, pool games. 6 p.m. is dinner, 8 p.m. comedy show.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And Sunday, breakfast, and then at 7 p.m. they're doing games at the sports complex.
Okay, so put out a link on our socials, and if you're interested, free
you go.
comedy.
Pork steaks.
Corey's wondering if you get nervous. Are you picturing the crowd in their underwear?
I'm assuming I'm going to have to picture them in their skeletons. I have to go
the
a level
opposite.
deeper.
I thought you were going to go the opposite. Picture them in their underwear.
Picture them in business suits.
Yeah, picture them in coats.
Well, Lern said her mom was wanting to come to a show, so I thought,
I'll tell her about it.
yeah. let
Yeah,
her
but
know.
she's going to miss your show then. Is she coming out to Sky Music
She
Lounge?
loves him more than anyone else
Okay,
on the
well.
show. It was King Scott. She's moving through all of
Firmly
us.
in Camp Rafe.
Chill.
I know.
Are you
lost.
serious?
Yes.
Sorry,
What
dude.
happened?
I don't know.
You haven't insulted me in a while.
Well, you need to see her. You need to talk to her again.
Chill,
I think
that
you've been
breaks my
ignoring
heart.
her. I know.
Well,
I thought we had something.
I'm sure we'll get the full rundown on Monday.
Yeah, I'm
or
looking
Tuesday.
forward to it, man. I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited about it.
And you walked and people lived there and
Yeah, it was really cool. It was like a campground, but there were some permanent houses there. There were some a couple of like trailers, some like tow behind RVs. It's basically you buy a plot of land and it's a lifetime ownership of that plot of land in the co-op, and you can put whatever structure you want on it. And then there's like people that come and just camp in tents. They do like the the rugged camping also. They got X amount of campsites, X amount of memberships available. You
I
get a
feel
trial. They have like a nice, you get a trial membership, if you do join, it's not just you're in or you're out. You got to there's a year or two of let's see how it goes. Let's make sure it's a good fit. Because if it's not, they have a lot of parameters in place.
Yeah,
to make
and then
sure
you got
it's like a chill
there's initiation. You got to get the initiation done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you want to win the crowd over, you got to be naked.
Well,
You can wear like a little
that's
leaf.
easy for you to say.
Yeah, it is.
Like a banana leaf, like a hammock, banana hammock.
Yeah,
You don't have to have a very big leaf.
I know.
High five.
Solidarity with the naked people, I think.
Yeah,
would
right. If you
be
want to
nice.
win the crowd over, it's going to be weird if you got clothes on.
Interesting. It's interesting how many folks who wouldn't perform because of how uncomfortable they were going to be are now volunteering my nudity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
Hey, I
went
was-
all
Yeah,
in.
I'm
I was
living
down.
through you.
You were.
I was down. I was like, yo, the band will do it.
We'll see.
I'm living through you, Rafe.
It's hard enough to bomb with clothes on. If the show has to be going good 1st. Mm-hmm. As the waves of laughter start, if I feel like I'm winning them over, I'll start peeling some stuff off. Maybe
If something goes over poorly, you're just going to put it back
put
on.
it back on.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. You just start clothed, and then
As the
as
show
the show
progresses.
goes, and then at the
Yeah.
end, you are completely
You're just in
nude,
your socks.
or whatever you want to be in.
Yeah,
Strip comedy.
I might do that. We'll
Well,
see.
again, we'll get the full report on Tuesday when Rafe comes back and tells us all about the comedy set at the 40 Acre Club. What a night it's going to be.
What a night!
A night of comedy and nudity. Great.
And pool games.
And pool games, and volleyball, and shuffleboard. Somebody online was asking if they're the jerk for retaliating in a certain way, and I want your guys' opinion on this. This is a wife complaining about her husband. She says her husband pees on the toilet seat and won't lift the top seat, the one that you sit on. So he is standing up to urinate, but he doesn't lift the seat up. So he's making the target smaller. And I guess he doesn't have great aim. And she says, I begged him for years to please lift the seat when he pees. She says, after 7 years, I got tired of asking him because I would always be stuck sitting on his wet pee without warning. She says she spent another 4 minutes washing her legs off because of it.
Ew.
There's a couple of things that are so confusing. One, how do you get this far in life and not know how to aim? Okay, that's one. All right, maybe he's got a piercing or something, so he's got multiple streams, or it's a mess or whatever.
I'm not.
I mean, secondly,
I don't think that's the case here.
no.
Why don't you just lift it up?
But then you start thinking okay, the people that refuse, they'll lift the top seat, but then refuse to lift the next one. It's like, what do they feel so out of control of in their life that they feel like this moment is something that they can control and that they have to do this ridiculous
I
action?
mean, if you lift the top seat, you could lift both at the same time.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying. So, clearly there's a very deliberate action here that has to be some sort of control issue. Has to, right? Take this to a psychologist. Take this to a psychiatrist.
Why are you doing this?
Why is my husband? Why in the world would he do this? Why would he lift the one seat and not the other one? To
Marky.
continually make it an inconvenience for me.
So she says, again, she spent, 7 years of this. Spent another 4 minutes washing her legs off because of, her getting pee on her thighs.
Gross.
So she started cleaning the seat off with his bath towel. Nice. Not telling him.
These people need to break up.
What
Okay?
a move, dude.
Well, the relationship is over. The courtesies are gone. It's time to end this relationship.
They're attacking one another
Right.
via the toilet seat.
So she says, his towel hangs there by the hook,
Yeah.
on a hook, near the shower. And, she just grabs that and gives a little wipe to the seat.
Now, does he deny it? Could there be? And this is why I asked this, because we, for the longest time, were trying to figure out what monster that we worked with that was going all over this bathroom over here. And I'm fully convinced, because I'm always very, very aware of it. I'm fully convinced that the splash pattern of this particular flush, if given the right circumstances, makes a whole bunch of nastiness up on top of the seat. So I think people are going in there not making a mess, flushing, but then coming out and it looks like they've made a mess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's sprayed out. You mean?
Yeah, there's like little
Possibly.
droplets that come out. So I'm wondering.
Let's just say that.
Should they have a high-powered toilet?
Very much.
I'm just asking. Has that been investigated?
That's a great question.
We got to get every scientist on this.
It's a big deal. It was a big deal here. We made a big deal of it for what, 2 years?
I'm talking here. We got to get like CSI out here to go
Oh, yeah.
test the.
Oh no. There's a violator, and I know him.
Has it
We-
has it stopped recently?
No, it still goes on.
It still goes on, but there is a
It
violator.
still goes on.
We know a name of at least one violator over there, but
Is
the
this-
splash pattern is weird.
Is this woman a jerk for retaliating in the way she is?
Yes.
I would
They're
say
both
so.
awful.
Yeah, they both sound like awful people. Awful, awful people.
Man.
I just love you go to the ball game or here at work, you'll see that mess on the seat, and you're like, no way they're doing that at home.
Oh,
And then you
yes,
find out,
yes.
yep, that's exactly what they do.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. It's back to school time. Kids are back in class. Harken back to when you were in school. Did your parents, well, your parents were teachers, so no for Moon, but did your parents volunteer at school at all? Was there a class mom?
I think my mom maybe did it one time in grade school, and that was it. Like 1 week of
Did
doing
you ever
it.
volunteer to go on the class trips or?
No, she worked. She never took off work for that stuff. That's fine.
I had a couple best friends that their mom was always the school mom. And in an elementary school, we were jealous because it was like, oh, man, that's cool. Your mom's coming up and obviously going to bring you a brownie or something like that. That's kind of awesome. In the middle school, you're like, oh, this sucks, bro. Your mom's here.
Yeah, your mom, yeah.
So it was a bad thing. And then in high school, it was pretty indifferent. You're like, she's probably spying on you in some way, weird way.
Well, in
or
high
whatever.
school, it's like your mom's part of the PTA or something.
Yeah, well, this mom was always violent. I would see her around school all the time. But she was extra cool. Very, very cool. But it was funny how it went from, like, such a jealous thing to, your mom's here in no time. Just like a flash. 5th to 6th grade, everything changes.
Yeah, well, there's a mom in Tennessee who's going viral because she doesn't want to volunteer whatsoever when her kid's teacher asks for help.
Okay.
She doesn't want to help set anything up. She doesn't want to be a class mom. She doesn't want to go on the field trips. She'll send money. She's not a team mom, a room mom. She considers herself a Venmo mom. Now,
That's okay.
right?
I think that's good.
I think it takes all. Maybe she's got, like, some gnarly anxiety and isn't...
No, she'll give a reasoning. Listen, all right? There's a whole article about this.
I don't know about anyone else out there, but Meet the Teacher is super stressful. I do not want to be involved at all. I will make sure my kids do their homework, get to school on time. I don't want to be on PTO, PTA, room mom, team mom. I don't want to do any of that. And I start getting real stressed when they start asking for volunteers. I know they're judging me because I'm not raising my hand, but I don't want to come in. I don't want to set up. If the room mom needs money, fine. I'll Venmo money right over. But I successfully avoided all of that today. I even told one of the coaches that I am a Venmo mom.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the honesty. Honestly,
And
I
you
do
don't want
too.
that person helping because they obviously would not do a good job if they're in there. They have no interest.
I think that's great. I really do. You're honest. You're still participating in some way because there are plenty of parents that aren't doing either.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. Hey, listen, you guys need money for snacks?
I'm your girl.
Yeah. What's your Venmo?
Love it.
I'll be the first to send money over.
That's
But
awesome.
I don't want to set up tables. I don't want to watch other kids.
Nope.
I don't want to be in charge of anything.
Right.
And that's okay. And you know what? Thank you to the parents that do volunteer.
Some of them live for it.
Some of them do. Oh, yes, they do. They got nothing else going on. They got nothing else going on, and this is what they live for.
Yep.
Takes all kinds. Takes all kinds.
Which is great. And those parents are picking up the slack for the ones that just wanted to send money.
Well, I mean, there's some slack there. I mean, I don't know about you, dude, but these fundraiser things, like the amount of money that's going into stuff, and my kids are in public school, dude. I can't imagine the private school stuff. But the public school sports and all that has cost us an arm and a leg, man. And like the fundraisers, I told you they don't even do candy bars or pizzas or popcorn anymore. It's call-a-thons. You hear about that?
Call-a-thons?
Yeah, what's that?
They all get together and they literally, you have to call 20 people and ask them for money.
Oh.
My daughter had to call relatives and whatever she didn't get, she had to pay out of her own pocket.
Oh.
So
What?
She's like, yeah, I could only get this. So
Pay out of her own pocket?
So I just had to give my money.
How did I lose money in this deal?
Yeah, it cost her money because she wasn't able to raise enough money from relatives.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Hey, you know what? I kind of appreciate that, I'll be honest with you. Let's get right to it.
Yeah,
Here's what I'm doing.
we don't need candy bars.
I don't need candy bars or, frozen pizzas.
It's just a, hey, Grandma.
Can I have money?
Hey, what's going on? It's your favorite granddaughter. Yeah,
Increased
listen,
profit margins, too.
I need to raise $225 by
right.
Monday, or it comes out of my pocket. What you gonna do?
You are increasing profit margins. Great point, Rafe. Right to it. Why are we doing this? We need money.
Nope.
Let's just get at it.
No product to sell.
That's the new thing. So Venmo moms and dads have their place. It's all good.
Well, I remember going to the kids' elementary school and, first meet the teacher night. Then you have to go into the gym and they have all the things you have to sign up for. Mm-hmm. And there are some anxious moments there. And I know there are other parents out there judging who's signing up for what.
Right.
And this woman says there is an anxiety because when they ask for volunteers, if she doesn't raise her hand, she's being judged.
Yeah, in different phases of your life, that changes too. At least for me, man. We're starting to get to the point where we realize, our youngest is getting older. They're all getting older. And I don't know, man, when I go to high school events and stuff, I get a lot more into it now than I did before. I want to be more a part of it because it does go so freaking fast. And I know I sound like an old guy. But, man, it's just cruising, dude. And, I'm going to miss this kind of stuff.
That's a good point.
So it's definitely different for me now than it was for my older daughters. Not that I wasn't excited. It's just I didn't care how the football team did, and now I kind of do.
Here's
I'm like, oh, look at that kid. He's really good. This is going to be a great year. I can't wait to watch.
Here are some of the people on our side. Some of the comments. I'm a teacher. I don't want to be involved in Meet the Teacher.
Yeah, most of the teachers don't want to see you either.
I will literally pay for the entire event. Just don't make me go.
That's great.
I have 5 kids, including triplets, and I was so shamed for not volunteering. Some of us have full-time jobs and don't allow us time to volunteer. And then one person wrote, hey, if we'd all rather do this, who's supposed to make the class parties happen if nobody feels like doing it? There's always 1 or 2 moms that feel like doing it.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love doing it.
Right.
In fact, usually those moms made the other moms not want to do it anyway.
Right.
Because they're just like, Nancy loves it. She goes so over the top.
It's her thing.
Yeah.
And it's also like they almost become encroachment moms. You know what I mean? Like there was always a mom that would judge the way the other mom was doing it because it wasn't enough. It wasn't over the top enough. They didn't have goodie bags with popcorn balls and little suckers for the kids. And she's like, I don't know, man. I just made sandwiches. I didn't know. It almost becomes a competition between the moms.
Who could do it better?
Yeah.
Or who's the bigger volunteer?
For sure.
Yeah. And then there's moms that are like, I don't really want to get in this weird competition with these 2 moms that are going above and beyond, which is great.
Which is great. And we reap the benefits.
Yeah.
Exactly. So just let them be the heroes they want to be.
I'm really surprised. I mean, I've been just gobsmacked with your behavior in the last couple of years because years ago when your kids were in elementary school before they were in the events and school sports and all that, I never ever would have pictured you as a sports dad or one of these. And you have had some of the greatest times of your life with these hockey folks.
Oh, yeah,
and all the parents. And you're like, oh, yeah,
love it.
We went on a hockey tournament and I was partying with the parents and you're just in it, dude. You're totally in it. And that was a huge surprise. It's really cool to see because I'm kind of almost envious of your whole crew that you got there. Are you like that with school events or was it more just private hockey?
When they were on elementary school, more so.
Oh, more so than now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my son's in high school. There's not really much to do as far as volunteering wise.
But I mean, do you find yourself kind of hanging with the parents and getting excited for the games and all that kind of stuff, or is it not?
For high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you got a bro crew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
neat. I don't have that.
Yeah, as far as sports go, yeah. But as far as the volunteering stuff goes, I don't know. My wife was always guilted into doing all that elementary school stuff.
Right.
Setting up for the fair,
Right.
going up, going on the field trips. She always felt guilty not doing it. Mm-hmm. Like she was, she wanted to be a Venmo mom,
Gotcha.
but was guilted into going to a lot of the things. And I know she is looking back like she's glad she did.
Right.
Because, you don't get that time back with the kids.
I did a lot, like before we were doing the show together, and even while we were doing the show together, I chaperoned a lot of events, and most of the time I just got looks from the other moms because they're like, "What is this rock and roll dad doing here?" Like what is he not doing during the day
dad.
when
Carrying
he
a
could
guitar
be here?
around.
No, I mean, it's like
Your sitcom.
some mohawked tattooed dad showing up at Eckert's or whatever for the chaperoned 5th grade trip. It was surprising for a lot of people. I got a lot of weird looks.
You're like, you think I'm missing the pumpkin can and you're out of your mind. Yeah, lady.
But it was fun. I did enjoy doing that kind of stuff. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, I do like they're cutting out the middleman. Back to the original story.
Yeah, she's honest.
It's pretty honest. Brendan Ayers, a comedian, a friend of mine, he has a great bit about when we used to sell. Remember, we used to sell wrapping paper.
Mm-hmm.
We never had to do that.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Chocolates.
It was like there was a weird, and we've tried to find this on the show before, and I don't want to revisit it, but there was a weird little catalog.
Yep.
It was almost like home interiors or something. You sold all kinds of crazy stuff out of it, and you just take it to your.
I remember.
It's like a little thin catalog, but it had like wrapping paper.
Yeah,
and,
for like the holiday
and there was
stuff.
an order form
Right.
in
Yeah,
the
my
back.
kids
In the
sold that
back.
too.
yes.
Yep.
It's just like Girl Scout cookies, but with all its
Yeah, but it was so much more. And they got
Okay.
delivered directly to the people.
Yeah.
You never touched the product. But his bid is, the gist of his bid is basically like they'd give you these order forms and be like, okay, now don't just go to your grandma and your parents. You got to go out and really sell. And he's like, cool, I'm 8. The only people I know are the other 26 salesmen.
Yeah.
Who am I supposed to sell this to? Like everyone that I'm friends with is also just got added to this sales staff. Like, who the hell are we supposed to be selling this wrapping paper to if it's not our grandmas and our? He's like, I know 9 people outside of this classroom.
Right.
Yeah, unless you're going door to door.
Yeah, which I think that was the intent.
Oh, it's
But that
supposed to
never happened.
Yeah, it's supposed to teach kids about running a business.
Mm-hmm. Go talk to all these strangers.
Yeah. You want to buy some wrapping paper? You like popsicles?
Yeah, now everything's on everything's on websites, and I guess it's easier.
I do
Send a
love
link.
when kiddos, because I buy stuff from all my girlfriends' kids whenever it's like Girl Scout season and whatnot. And I love whenever they post like a little thank you video. I think that's really a nice touch because otherwise, like, you used to deliver now everything gets shipped directly to you. You don't ever like get the little kid like giving you the box of cookies anymore. You don't get to have that
So
fun
you're
little
just doing it for
interaction.
the thank yous.
Now there's nothing.
I am.
My daughter's
I
calling you.
appreciate the little thank yous.
My daughter's calling you tomorrow. So listen, Auntie Lern, I need money. You get
Yeah.
nothing. Nothing will be delivered. A video. Get out of here.
A
I just
video.
got
She'll
one,
say
dude.
thank you.
Check this out.
Here's the
I think
Venmo
it's so
tag.
cute.
Let me find it.
That's all gone. That's what I'm saying. Is these now they're doing calls?
You don't even get wrapping paper out
You
of
want
the
to?
deal.
Yeah,
I
to talk
know.
about cut out the middleman. Cut out the middle product.
And what am I? So I'm giving you $20. What am I getting for the $20?
Nothing.
Oh, thank you, and just know that you're helping out the cheerleaders.
I just got a thing last week from my friend, one of my best friends growing up. Hi, this is Samantha, name redacted, with Sacred Heart Griffin 2024 volleyball fundraiser. Please help us raise money for our fundraiser by clicking the link below. Thank you. Sacred Heart Griffin volleyball fundraiser. And it's a direct link to just donate money.
Just donate money.
Yeah.
It's a text.
Fine.
They didn't even call me.
Yeah, it's a
Fine.
and it's a Venmo link
And I did it.
to the coach.
I was like, cool, you saved me.
We didn't have to have an awkward interaction
Not at all.
where you're begging me for money.
And I love this. This is one of my best friends. I love his kids.
I'm going to
Happy
donate.
do
How
it.
much you give over?
You're going to donate?
No, how much did you give over?
Like $50.
Whoa!
Wow.
Is that
Nice.
good?
No, it's great.
That's the only thing I don't know. I'm like, what's the...
$50 is great.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
but are you teaching your kids like
What's the
no
big?
interpersonal interaction, like no please, no thank you, no actual awkward interaction? Like, you're the same person that are saying these kids are like too disconnected, but you're saying this is okay?
You're saying because the
In a
failure,
couple
they
years
need to see the
anyway,
failure?
everybody's going to be sitting at home with their headsets on. It's not going to matter.
I don't know, man. My nephew sends me stuff for his football team all the time. Just a group text with the link No call. Nothing like, hey, Aunt Lauren. You know, just like,
You're saying
hey.
this is a
here's
great opportunity for him to hear no and then figure out how to change that no into a
Exactly.
yes. Figure out how to be a closer. Teach this kid to be a
Right.
closer.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
but
hard on these kids.
let's be honest. What were the percentage of kids in our generation that were doing it themselves? It
No,
was
you give
mom.
it to your parents. Hey,
Your
bring it
parents
to the
went
office.
around. Your parents took it to the office. Your parents pressured all their friends and coworkers and your grandparents to donate. I would say 90%. There was always that one kid that's like, well, I don't have. And it was usually the kids. Honestly, it was usually the poor kids because they had no other choice. They had to go door to door. They're like, I'm going to go door to door in the trailer park and see if I can squeeze a couple dimes out of these people.
And those kids now are captains of industry.
That's right. Jeff
Really?
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs together at the trailer park going door to door, trailer to trailer, selling chocolates and wrapping paper. And look at
Look
what
at them now.
happened.
It's amazing.
Look at what happened.
All my daughter learned is it's hard to call 20 actual people.
Well, it's just, listen, people are just talking about the volunteering stuff and the guilt that goes along with I can't do it. If somebody calls for a volunteer, I'm like Homer Simpson going into the
Back into the bushes.
backing into the bushes.
And here's the thing, because I kind of remembered it. I just donated, but when you click on the little thing she sent, it says about this fundraiser, gives you a little thing. Click here if you wish to just make a donation, or they have products. It's like popcorn. You can order popcorn and have it sent
Okay.
to your house. If you still want to have the transactional,
You could still do it.
but you have to do it. You have to put it in your own cart, pay for it, put in your delivery and credit card information, and it's like they're
They're not doing anything.
not doing
sending you a
anything. So
link.
why would I do? I'll just give you the money.
Just give me the money. That's fine. And here's another thing about school, and this is apparently something that is very annoying to teachers when it comes to kids' birthdays.
Okay.
I was always jealous of the kids who had my birthday's in August, and it was always I never got to have a friggin' party. My mom never got to bring donuts to school. I never got the thing of munchkins to hand out. Nothing.
Poor thing.
I know. Still bitter. But there's a kindergarten teacher out in Illinois, and she's stirring up a debate, which she says is an unpopular opinion about birthday treats when the kids bring them in. She says, please, parents, please, don't bring cupcakes.
Why?
Do not bring cupcakes for the kids.
They're so delicious.
She goes, they're a friggin' mess,
Yeah.
and most kids do not actually eat them.
Who are these kids?
Frosting gets everywhere. It's too much to handle.
Oh, man. That
Please.
was the best. Somebody brought in
Birthday
homemade
cupcakes?
cupcakes with the sprinkles on top.
I thought you weren't able to do that. I thought like in the 90s they outlawed that. It had to be individually wrapped.
Oh, no.
You couldn't just
I
have
guess
so-and-so's
maybe
mom
there's some
baking
school
something.
districts that still allow it. Outside treats to be brought in for the class.
Nah, I don't know, man. Think it through. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of people out there who
Oh, well,
knows.
Timmy's got a peanut allergy.
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, people are weird, dude. You know me. I used to eat anything in the kitchen, and now I'm starting to think about it. Like, man,
Well, yeah. I mean, if somebody's parent brought in cupcakes for little Sally's birthday, I wouldn't think twice. Sally's mom made cupcakes.
yeah, but do we know much about Sally's mom?
I don't know, but
Let's look
some
into
teachers like,
Sally's
please,
mom.
cupcakes, don't do them.
I really
She
didn't
says the
think you were allowed
kids.
to.
She understands the appeal of cupcakes, calling them big and you know the cupcakes now.
Oh, they're amazing.
The cupcakes now out of control.
Yep.
Yeah, they got meals inside of them.
They got they're softball size now. What 4 tons of frosting.
So good.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
And the teacher says, you know what? Most kids just eat the frosting. That's it. They just eat the frosting.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Oh, and you're getting them all sugar rushed.
No, not even that. Just eating the frosting. They're wasting the cake.
They're sticky now.
They're sticky. It's all over their faces. Crumbles everywhere on the floor.
Got to clean these kids up.
Yeah, the crumbles. You're right.
Well, what does he give me a solution then if it's not
She
cupcakes?
says, just buy like the store, the store bought. She says, Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies, perfect.
Oh, huh?
It's not special at all.
I used to be addicted to those, but I know what
Yeah,
you're
they're
saying.
good.
I like the
Little
oatmeal
Debbie
cream
Cosmic
pies.
Brownies. Bring those in for the kids.
I had a buddy that used to keep those in a console of his. He was addicted to, man.
Oh, dude,
He'd keep them in the console of his
I had a
Buick
drawer.
LeSabre.
Yeah, I had a drawer in every tour bus with like 6 boxes of cosmic brownies. I was just.
I never liked the cream-filled cupcakes, with the little woo-woo on top.
Yeah.
Little squiggles.
But now, as a 39-year-old adult human, I buy them at Schnucks on a whim.
Are those Hostess?
Hostess, yeah.
The Hostess
with the
cupcakes?
Mostess, yeah.
With the white squiggle?
Damn delicious.
Famous.
Those were probably my favorite as a
So
kid.
good.
Y'all have them Swiss cake rolls?
Oh.
Remember those?
Of course, you peel them.
I mean, they taste like plastic, but they're
Mm-hmm.
so good.
You like the chocolate waxy donuts?
No, I never. I mean,
Really?
From Entenmann's? Love the best.
The best.
Oh, those are.
so moist on the inside
they're
still.
they're so
The yellow,
good.
the
There's
yellow,
something wrong.
Oh,
yellow
yellow
cake
cake?
on the inside. I haven't had one in
I think that
15 years.
that
Okay.
chocolate,
Man.
the Entenmann's chocolate donut is the #1 do not eat thing.
Really?
It's
Oh,
like the,
yeah.
the like
Because it
As far
clogs
as
your
bad for
arteries.
you?
like the single worst bite
Yeah, it's safer to eat a car.
of something,
Really?
of something you could have.
It's less
I don't. There
chemicals.
was like a whole list like of like
What?
here are the 5
The
things that you
Entenmann's
should never eat.
chocolate
The
donuts?
Entenmann's chocolate donuts were the #1 thing.
Who is this? The Grape Nuts Council?
No,
This article
man,
out?
no. It was one of
It
those
was a
like
little
eat this, not that kind of lists or something. But it was like a full-on published thing.
And how do they get the Entenmann's donuts so perfectly stacked in the box to where they don't move, and so they're perfect? Even the ones that are underneath the first layer.
Oh, and even the first layer ones, the bottom is flat.
Yeah, they're all perfect. I understand,
Oh, God, so good.
but they're suspiciously perfect.
Nah,
Yeah.
the Entenmann's crumb top donut might be the perfect donut.
I don't think I've had that flavor.
Oh, well, you
Don't.
get the
It's
variety pack, which would
slippery
be
slope.
Really?
the
Yeah.
rich frosted donuts, the crumb top donuts, and then it would come
God, they're
sometimes
good.
with the glazed donut would be the third.
I'll eat the whole box. I'm like, if I get, that's the thing is I'll get in like a Schnucks or I'll be like, damn, they got a whole box of Entenmann's crumb tops just sitting out here. I was like, I'll get them and then I'll just like, I'll keep them for a couple weeks and
Oh,
it'll
so
be like my
4.
Sunday treat. And then I go home and I eat the entire box.
Yep.
Oh, so it was the 4-pack. It was the variety pack 8 count, 4 varieties. You got your rich frosted, you got your crumb top, you got your old fashioned plain, and then your
Talk slower.
glazed.
Damn it.
That's a good one too. There's one inferior donut in that though.
The powder sugar.
It might be the plain. There's just one where I'm like, they could replace that with something.
Oh, the powdered sugared one would sometimes come in the variety pack.
Yeah.
Those weren't great. Those were always dry.
Right. And then the top of your mouth gets all powdered up and
Yeah.
you
Those
don't
are always
know
very
how to
dry.
feel.
Those are good dunkers in,
Yeah, that was-
in
I
milk
don't dunk.
or coffee.
Go straight up.
You got to pack the powder, dude. Otherwise, you inhale it.
Yep. And you're coughing. I love donuts.
So he's saying the rich frosted donut is like the worst of all
Yeah, it's for
of
like
all the snack foods.
single bite things or something like that. I have a list here of the 100
ruin our lives. Here we go.
unhealthiest foods on the planet. If you want to go down.
Let's
And
go down
that's-
this road. Yeah.
And that's like tops.
No. Okay, so like that was on a list of like individual things that you should steer
So
clear of.
unhealthiest foods on the planet. So straight up a handful of Crisco.
Yeah, these are groupings, if you will. So number 1 is just ice cream, and they say that the majority of ice cream has just far too much added sugar. They're talking about the gram limit for sugar, and usually like a couple bites of ice cream is well over your daily. Number 2 is actually potato chips. 3 is tortilla chips. 4 is instant ramen. 5 store-bought cake. 6 crackers. 7 processed red meat. 8 is pretzels. 9 is bread bowls. 10 is packaged cookies. 11 is store-bought cookie dough. And they say it's because of the excessive amount of added sugars, artificial flavors, and artificial colors. By the way, this changes country to country. This is just in the U.S. because a lot of countries don't allow what the U.S. allows
Right.
in some of this stuff. Then number 12. This is a surprise. Or maybe it's not. Fast food chicken sandwiches. High amounts of fat, sodium, and artificial
Yeah, they're all
ingredients.
deep
abound.
fried in whatever kind of terrible oil.
Yeah. 13
Vegetable.
is fast food smoothies. Then fast food
Really?
desserts.
Fast food smoothies, like a Smoothie King smoothie?
They say it depends. Headed to smoothie chains like Planet Smoothie, Smoothie King, Jamba Juice may feel like a healthy choice for your body, but unfortunately, these smoothie chains often pack their smoothies full of excessive amounts of added sugar and very little protein or fiber to keep you full. Now, I, for one, have become a very big fan of Smoothie King.
It's
love
the best,
Smoothie
isn't
King.
it?
My kids freaking loved it, and like I started getting this peanut butter power thing or whatever the heck it is, and I eat one at least once or twice a week.
They got
It
a
is-
green machine one over there that I love.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Like when you're feeling
I can
fat,
take
you
it or
just
leave
want to
it.
have something kind of to fill you up, but you don't feel like eating.
Yeah.
It's Smoothie King.
It's
I can
the
take it or
ultimate.
leave it.
Like the Hulk strawberry, which is what my son always gets. It says right here has 7 grams of fiber, 25 grams of protein, 91 grams
Yeah,
of
well.
added sugar.
Just gotta listen.
Boy.
You gotta look at the ingredients.
Yeah.
Those
You know what-
Intimates things, though, I mean, they are from another planet.
You know what is healthy for you?
What?
Red wine.
Go
And
on.
today is National Red Wine Day, everybody. Today's National Red Wine Day, so today we celebrate, I guess, with drinking red wine.
What's your favorite type of red?
None.
Really?
We were out to dinner with some friends the other day, and they're like, "Hey, you want to get some wine?" And my wife goes, "No, not for you," because every time I drink too much, I get sick. That is my one. That's the one thing that makes me throw up.
Is it
Oh,
be-
yeah.
red wine.
The
Is it
toilet
because
sit.
you drink too much of it?
It's a
Yes.
disease.
Okay.
Do you like a dry wine, though? Like a dry red, like a Merlot?
I don't love.
I used to love it.
I do
I
love
don't
it.
love red wine.
If they make alcohol free of some of the ones that I used to love, I would
It's called
probably,
grape juice.
I would probably
Love
go
a
for it.
cab.
It's not grape juice.
You ever been to a wine tasting?
Silly goose.
Yes.
And did you pretend to do the swirling around?
I know. For like the first time, and then I was like, just get it in my mouth.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
at one of those wineries, and you go to the tasting room.
People are
and,
spitting it out. I'm like, what are you doing?
you're there with people who are so pretentious.
I know.
And they pretend to know what they're doing. Just drink the wine.
It's a
Do you like
tasting.
it or not?
It's a tasting, not an educational seminar.
And if you want to save money, you can just test what's in the bucket and just drink that.
That's disgusting.
You got the guy turning his glass on the side and putting his nose in. You don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Look at the legs on this
Look at the
pork.
legs.
Right.
You don't know what that means.
It's got a thing.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know what that
streaking
means.
down the glass. I'm like, who gives a crap?
Does it taste good or not?
Right.
Chocolate and birch tree dirt. I can taste it all.
However, I will
Notes
sit
of
through.
citrus. Get the
Yeah,
hell outta
notes of
here.
nuttiness.
I will sit through the spiel if the wine is free. Like that's
Right, of course.
I just glaze over and sit through the spiel of the wino, and I'm or whatever. What are they called? Wine aficionados. What are they?
Winos. I like that better.
Sommelier?
Sommelier.
Sommeliers, yes.
Somalian. Sommelier pirates.
Somalians.
Yes.
I'm the captain now. I can do the same thing with government cheese.
You swirl it, see if it's got legs.
I can be like, this is a this isn't American government cheese. This cheese didn't come from a democracy. No. This is Libyan government cheese.
It's got
From
notes.
the notes of the teat of a war-torn cow.
Kept for 11 years in a Missouri cave.
This cow's seen combat.
So you're, what's your favorite red wine, Lern?
I love a Merlot.
Or Merlot. Okay, you're a Merlot girl. Have you had Snoop Dogg's wine yet?
Yeah, I have. Somebody bought me that a while ago.
Not bad. Tastes
okay.
pretty good.
That's a 21 Crimes one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Be honest with you.
Did you do the video?
Comes like a,
No.
What is
a
it?
QR code thing where the bottle comes alive.
Wow.
All those have like it's like an app or something. And when you put your camera on the photo of the label,
Yeah.
whatever the criminal is, if it's
Oh, I remember the criminal.
Dillinger or whatever the heck it is, they talk to you. They come alive.
Yeah, they
and
come
be like,
alive.
I
Yeah.
killed 4 people and then try to escape Alcatraz.
Yeah. Again, I don't need it. I just want the wine in
Yeah,
my
I
mouth.
just want to.
Isn't this a cute
I don't
promotion?
need bells and whistles. Just put the wine in a funnel, and I'll.
Right.
Hey, though, if you drink the whole bottle and then do that, maybe you have
It
like
really
a whole
will.
Then I will be having a great time.
Yeah, you'd be
Well,
talking
listen,
to Dillinger.
In the world of food and drink, there are a lot of myths and misinformation out there, from preventing hangovers to curing them. You've probably heard at least one myth about alcohol over the years. Like, what's the one myth or one thing about alcohol you're like, I'm not sure if this is true or not?
That it's good for you.
Like the tannins, like
Yeah,
red
yeah.
wine tannins. They keep going back and forth with that. Like, a glass of red wine is good for your heart. Is it?
Every year it's different.
Or is that just an excuse for somebody to drink? I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Brought to you by Dillinger on a bottle.
Okay, like beer before liquor, never been sicker.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
that a thing?
That's
Is
a
that
myth.
real?
Yeah, we've looked that up. That's a myth.
That's a myth.
I always still subscribe to that, though, when I'm drinking.
You've probably heard the saying, beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. I don't know. I don't know where that phrase originated. But there are many variations of it, not just here in America, but around the world. Now, the crux of the saying is that drinking beer before hard liquor will make you sick or give you a bad hangover. Starting with hard liquor, however, will keep you in the clear. But is it true? No. Experts say the order in which you drink does not matter. In the end, it's all alcohol, dopes. In fact, that's what scientists say. They put the word dope at the end.
I like that.
Coffee sobers you up. Another myth.
Doesn't it make it worse because it's also a diuretic?
Coffee is a stimulant, and alcohol is a depressant. It's not going to sober you up. Caffeine could make you feel more alert, but it's not going to change your blood alcohol level. According to research, coffee will not rid the body of alcohol any faster than not consuming coffee. And based on studies, it appears that coffee has a partial reversal of the sedating effects of alcohol, but that does not make you more sober.
I feel like in the long term, it makes it worse because it's going to further dehydrate you. It's certainly not helping you to rehydrate, which is the real difficulty with alcohol.
Well, that's for the hangover.
Right. I'm just saying, yeah, besides the stress on the organs and all that, the hangover is really about
Dehydration.
Yeah, dehydration, and coffee is going to make it worse.
Tequila is a stimulant. Have you heard that?
No.
No.
What?
Tequila is a
Stimulates
stimulant.
the hell out of me.
Never heard that.
Yeah, tequila, like all alcohol, is a depressant. And the myth probably grew, like tequila gets you kind of going, is because the way it's drank, usually in shots.
Oh.
Yeah.
So people are like,
Like, take a shot of tequila. Woo! Yeah, baby, let's go. But no, alcohol, it's a depressant. Tequila's alcohol. Alcohol warms you up.
Oh, yeah. Whiskey.
That doesn't?
Myth. A glass of red wine or hot toddy might make you feel warm, but alcohol does not actually raise your body temperature. Alcohol causes the body's internal temperature to drop. The warm feeling is from dilated blood vessels that make your skin feel warm. And it's actually dangerous because you think you're
fine, you stay
think
out
you're
in the
fine, you
snow.
stay outside.
So St. Bernards have killed a lot of people.
Probably. Bastards.
Jerks, man.
Dark beer has more alcohol than other beer. Not true. Many people mistake stouts and other dark beers for being, heavy and having more alcohol. While some might have a heavier body, not all of them do, and the color of the beer doesn't determine the alcohol content. Guinness is often mistaken for a heavy, high APV or ABV beer, when in fact it has a light mouthfeel, only comes in 4.2% ABV, and is relatively low in calories for a beer.
I think that's why a lot of people think that those Guinness hangovers are so bad, because you probably had more so to get it there, and you're just heavy and bloated. Right? Don't people complain about Guinness hangovers or whatever?
Yeah. Now, how about drinking will help you sleep?
Yeah, that
Might put you to sleep faster, but it ruins your sleep.
Right.
Because you can't get
To
low.
rim.
You've probably heard that a drink before bed will help you sleep, but according to research, drinking before bed will actually backfire. Alcohol might help you fall asleep, but it interrupts deep sleep, making you feel like crap the next day. So there you go. Happy Red Wine Day.
Thank you.
It's also National Bow Tie Day.
Oh.
And you know how I feel about bow ties.
Can't trust a man in a bow tie.
Never trust a man in a bow tie.
What about a cat in a bow tie, like Felix
That's
the cat?
fine.
All right, cool.
Felix wears a bow tie?
I think so.
Really?
This cool little bag.
National Bow Tie Day. How do you feel about a man in a bow tie?
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. That's over. That died in the 20s to me. Pee Wee Herman's the only man in a bow tie that I accept.
Yep.
Sorry, John Pertzborn from Fox 2.
I like bow ties. I think y'all are just jealous you can't pull them off.
You guys don't tie them.
I like a good bow tie. It depends on the outfit, but I think, it's a cool kind of classic
I think that
throwback
somebody who
look.
wears a bow tie thinks that it will distract them from their painfully mediocre personality.
Yeah, like the Playboy bunny costume with the bow tie. That's cute.
Especially
Men
on
with a
guy.
bow tie, no thanks.
A guy in a bow tie thinks, "Oh, this makes me look quirky," but just makes them look like they're trying way too hard.
Right. They usually have a wiry mustache. It's all curled up.
You know, the person who wears a bow tie acts like wearing a bow tie is the same thing as curing cancer.
You know, the
Bow
difference-
tie is the only thing that makes them feel relevant in any room.
You know the difference between somebody that wears a bow tie and somebody that doesn't? Is the people that wear a bow tie don't care if you do or not. Everybody's
That's
all,
not true.
Everybody's
They're not
always
judgmental. So
against
not
the bow
true.
ties. And I'm telling you, I think the bow tie wearers are just they're marching and they don't
They
care.
act like
They don't care what
their
you're doing.
bow tie makes them edgy, but it's just a neck accessory that died in 1935.
Also,
I don't think anyone that's wearing a bow tie would consider themselves edgy.
Yes, 100%.
I like when the bow tie is untied, like in the Wedding Crashers when they're sitting on the steps at the Lincoln Memorial. I like whatever, like the tie's all gone
Sure.
or the
Yeah,
bow
yeah.
tie is untied. I think that's really cute or hot.
It's a look.
But yeah, like a straight up all erect bow tie, no.
It's not a tuxedo. It's out. It's the only time.
the
Kinda
bow tie screams, "Look at me," while everybody else cringes.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't think so at
yeah.
all. I feel like it's kind of got a Western vibe to it, and then maybe that's why I
Yeah.
like it. I don't know.
They think the bow tie makes them look unique, but it's really the neckwear equivalent of a live, laugh, love sign, honestly.
Well, that'll deter me.
Wow.
They're safer than a tie, though. Ties can get tangled into things.
Yeah.
You'll never get a bow tie cut in a wheat thresher.
No.
That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, bow ties have killed fewer people than neckties.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody with a bow tie on is near a wheat thresher, trust me.
And isn't it so annoying to wear? I don't think I've ever worn a bow tie. But then
Hard
you
to
got
tie.
the little bows or the little corners are hitting your beard and
They always want to explain the art of tying a bow tie, as if anybody cares.
I don't know how to do that. I've always had them tied for me, or I got the little whoop clip.
yeah.
What about a bolo?
Love a bolo.
Bolos are
I got a couple
respectable.
bolos.
Oh, respect the bolo, 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh, you respect the bolo.
Respect
Bolos
the
are
bolo.
Yeah, you're just afraid. The bolo
Because usually the
wearers.
bolo comes with a big belt buckle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And or on the belt is a gun. So, yes,
We accept.
I accept. Yes, I
Good
accept.
point.
I accept your bolo
He's
tie.
just afraid of the bolos.
I'm afraid of the bolo. Hate the bow tie. All right, that's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Book your fantasy football draft party this season at Hot Shots. Visit hotshotsnet.com/fantasy. From Maryland Heights, Missouri, Lewis Drewer is our member of the day. Lewis is a huge Riz evangelist, preaches the gospel of Riz far and wide to friends and family daily. He's collected plenty of weirdo stickers over the years, even as the Riz Show barbecue rub. He's met King Scott before at various Riz Show events, Mrs. Jeff. He's also very thankful for the additions of Lern and Rafe. Loves the laid-back feel of the show and many of the segments, as well as Freak of the Week, 3 and 5, and Crap on Celebrities, which is coming up next. Lewis Drewer from Maryland Heights is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, crap on after the break. It's 7:16. It is Wednesday. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We have a right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled vehicle 270 southbound at Dorset. Your point forecast crazy hot with some scattered storms. High of 95, heat index 104.
This is a swamp pass alert.
Right now it's 75 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Is David Lee Roth maybe going on tour? Hey, Lincoln Park fans, you need to chill out. Kelsey Brothers back at it, and the most awkward dinner scenes in movies of all time.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It isn't interesting. So think about like your favorite dinner scene that you remember, and we'll see if it made the top 10.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And I was watching a video yesterday. And this was a video put out in 1991. Forgotten. Well, it's new slang you'll need heading into the 90s.
Cool.
So for us, it's forgotten slang from the 90s. Some of this stuff I grew up in the 90s. See if you can recognize some of these slang terms. We'll chop it up next. Stay there.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Riz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost too much money. So I'm looking to invest, and I've asked the fellas to come on down to my office and pitch me their ideas. Do they have what it takes to be in the biz?
To plastic surgery. That's a thing of the past. That's a thing of the 90s. Oh, did you hear Miss Jones up the street got some quote-unquote work done? That's not that way anymore. In fact, we've come so far when it comes to plastic surgery. We have the best in the business right up the street from us, Parkhurst Plastic Surgery. And I said the best in the business because Dr. McGuire and Dr. Kaplan, they've both treated patients from all over the world. Both have helped lead vital clinical research that's led to major changes in the industry. And people still travel from all over to be treated by Dr. McGuire and Dr. Kaplan here at Parkrest Plastic Surgery. In fact, talking to both doctors, they will fix the mistakes of other doctors. And far too often they see people come to see them going, I got something messed up from another doctor. If you're looking for a mama makeover, which is any combo of breast and body surgery to help a body recover from the after effects of pregnancy and breastfeeding, they do that for you over at Parkrest. If you're looking for laser hair removal to permanent makeup to losing fat in those hard to lose areas, they'll do that over there at Parkrest Plastic Surgery. Book yourself a consultation at parkrestplasticsurgery.com, parkrestplasticsurgery.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Halestorm.
Yeah.
Thank you
Hi.
so very much.
Hey.
It's great to see you
We're
guys.
our invisible
third member.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
how
yes.
you doing?
We're the Hale half of Halestorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic, right? Now
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different
It was
lifetime.
probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All
It
right,
is.
we're playing the steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for
fantastic.
spinning it, yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even.
Are you looking for a career that has a lot of opportunities, a lot of advancement in line, potential lateral growth, upward growth, or maybe big benefits, big pay? Well, St. Louis County Police, they are looking for you. You should go and apply. They're having a big mass testing event Saturday, September 7th at 9 a.m. And all you got to do is go to stlouiscountymode.gov/careers to get yourself signed up and registered so you can come over there and learn more about it. I mean, they're looking for experienced officers, but they're also hiring new officers with training, and they're hiring security guards, public safety dispatchers, clerks as well. So head over there to the St. Louis County Police, their big hiring event, and find out for yourself how amazing this opportunity is because, again, the benefits are incredible. They have daycare that is phenomenal. It opens later, it opens earlier, stays open later, and it's at a very reduced cost. Absolutely amazing. Plus, they got all kinds of incentives for education and all this. Plus, if you want to move into something exciting like the K9 unit, they have that opportunity. They got all kinds of stuff. So go over to St. Louis County Police, their big mass testing event. Again, it's Saturday, September 7th at 9 a.m. And if you're interested, reach out to Recruitment Officer Kim House at 314-615-5026 or visit their website at stlouiscountymo.gov/careers.
It's 105.7 The Point, Donnie Fandango Backstage, way back Point Fest, Goldfinger, and we got everybody. How you guys doing? It's great to have you.
Woo! Thanks for having us.
Well, and welcome back to St. Louis. I know specifically people were absolutely stoked to see you guys and have you guys back here. And, you know, our buddy Moon is waving that Goldfinger flag when you guys aren't here, man.
Moon rules.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've known Moon way before Moon.
Thanks, buddy.
He's a really good man and an incredible musician, and it's an honor to have him in the band with us. Really, really incredible.
Thanks, you know, and I say this, and we're going to do this. We're going to make him feel uncomfortable. We're going to talk about him right in front of him. All right, but you have access to probably thousands of musicians. Moon, we see what Moon does with Greek Fire and things. What was it about him that you wanted to bring him into Goldfinger? Obviously, he can do a lot of stuff, so I would assume that. He's a good-looking dude. There's that, too.
The first conversation I think I ever had with Moon was, would you make out with Sting? And his answer was, of course, yes.
Yeah, in an instant.
Yeah.
Can I get an autograph, too?
And we both were in agreement that we would both jerk him off. And that was actually what we were talking about.
That actually is
wasn't
true.
about making out.
Yeah.
It's about...
Yeah, you had the poster above, and I was like, that's my dude, man. Him and Garth
And you
Brooks.
slept in the studio and wanked every night to Sting.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you that. How did you know that?
My camera. I had my camera on you.
Man.
So I was wanking to you, wanking to him.
One question that I have is, we see you guys do these little pockets of tours here and there, and I know you guys all have day jobs in which that you do with other bands and producing and things, but why don't you guys do more? It seems like when you do, people are freaking pumped when you're playing shows and putting out a record. Is it just a matter of timing, I would assume, with all of the other projects that you have going on?
Well, I mean, look, there is a bunch of factors, including my knees are not...
Backyard, not being eaten alive by mosquitoes or bitten by ticks. Oh, well, you got a problem, huh? Well, you are not on Amco Ranger's Ultimate Protection Plan, are you? No. Amco Ranger Termite Pest Solutions has been around since 1965, a local company. So when you call Amco Ranger, you are calling somebody in St. Louis. Why should you hire a professional pest control service? Well, you want to take your yard back from mosquitoes and ticks. You want to stop ants, spiders, and roaches from moving into the house. You want to protect your biggest investment, your home, from costly termite damage, which is not covered by homeowners insurance because it's preventable. You want to prevent mice from spreading disease and damaging your property. And Amco Ranger does so much more. Ask about their bundles where they combine a lot of the popular services into one plan with some great discounts. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I've trusted them at my house for many years now. It's Amco Ranger, Termite Pest Solutions, 636-441-BUGS, online at amcoranger.com, amcoranger.com. Protecting what matters since 1965.
So way back Point Fest, we are backstage with the Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's mute. That is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty, the microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
Get that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting, and Bill, especially you, man. You're what did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc.
Times. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. Grab on celebrities here in just a moment. We'll play Guess the Lyrics, give away some fabulous prizes later on. We'll continue our talk about the Riz Olympics. We will lock in our punishment. Also, we gotta come up with the events.
I know. Guys, I'm going to be real honest with you. I was eating dinner last night, and as I was chewing, I was thinking about the baby bird punishment, and I had to stop eating because I was like, I can't imagine you guys chewing up food and then dropping it into my mouth. I was getting so sick.
And then you chewing it.
And then me, yeah.
And then swallowing.
I mean, obviously, that's a little bit, yeah, it's just disgusting.
What do they call that? Masticating?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, imagine,
Never needed a word for it. We're allowed to say
what
that?
will it be? You know, like what is the least impactful food that
What
you
is
could
your
possibly
favorite
chew?
thing to eat?
No, we're not ruining that. And then do we brush our teeth before we start chewing?
I have a feeling we're not going to do
the baby bird
as the punishment, the baby bird.
Oh.
Someone emailed in and was like, here's a way to make it better. Do a drink and spit it in the cup and then make them drink it. And I go, that's not better. No. That's way worse. I would much rather
Oh,
it
you
be
think
spit.
that's worse?
To have to watch you spit something in a cup and then I have to pick up that cup and drink out of that cup.
You
That's
think
just
that's
one
worse
step
than-
further than me closing my
Backlash.
eyes and letting it happen.
You think that's worse than me hovering over your face
and spitting something
directly into your mouth?
And how do you do it?
I
Do you
do
do
think
it
that's
slow?
worse.
Oh, no.
Do you do it slow? Or do you, like, and you let it, like, drain?
It depends on what the food is.
Or do you just,
If I'm baby birding a cheeseburger into Moon's mouth,
well, yeah,
you damn
more
right
of
it's
a
going to go.
no dairy
fallout.
products at all.
More of a roll and fall.
Yeah.
And you have to push the tongue out.
I was thinking fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, my God.
How does that even get on? It sticks to your mouth. Ew.
Freaky
Now
idea.
I'm in.
Like, I was thinking maybe the least impactful food would maybe be fruit, because then it's at least acidic.
What about a banana?
Hell no.
Well,
Maybe tuna.
here's
No,
the
tuna.
here's the nice thing about banana. It's just mush. As soon as you feel it hit, you swallow and it's and
Bah,
take
it's
it
less-
down.
slide
Dude,
down.
you guys eat too many bananas in here. I'd think about it every day of my life. from
Bananas
here
would be
on
ruined.
out.
I know, I don't want to ruin
Listen.
a food.
And again, this will be the punishment for the Riz Olympics. Loser or losers. I don't think I think there's better ones
Yeah, I do too.
than baby birding.
Although the nice thing about baby birding is it's over.
It's over.
That's
quick.
true.
Do it, it's over.
It's not the 26 miles on a treadmill, which I also thought
Which
about.
I
deeply.
love. I was around the dinner table discussing with my family, and they love that one. 26 miles on a treadmill. You cannot leave the room until the 26 miles is done.
At least you're getting some of a workout.
Who's got a treadmill?
Any gym in America.
You want a treadmill? We get you a treadmill.
Well, I would just want to do it in my living room, and I don't have a treadmill.
No,
You'd have to go to a gym.
you have to go to a gym or another place that there's a gym here.
Nah.
But at least that way you're walking, you could take a break, you can run it.
You can take
You're watching
exactly.
TV. Maybe you could invite a friend to also get on a treadmill for an hour. Like you could have 8 different friends
Yeah,
show
as
up
long
to
as
get
you
you through it.
as long as you complete the marathon on the treadmill,
Right.
Okay.
no matter how you just cannot leave the room until you do it. You can have people over. You can have a crowd. Invite the family. I think that was a pretty good one. Anyway, we'll get your
It is.
ideas.
It is good.
And we got to come up with the either 6 or 8 events
Yeah.
that will be part of the Riz Olympics. Also, 9 o'clock concert announcement. So stay tuned for that. 9 o'clock concert announcement, something for the kiddos, something for the adults, something that has been getting more and more successful as the years go on.
Fun.
So that's your little tease there, 9 o'clock for a concert announcement. Okay, so yesterday I was scrolling through Twitter, and I came across this video. It was forgotten slang from 1991. So this video was put out in 1991. So I'll let the guy describe it. I don't know what this is from, and I don't know half this stuff, but check this out.
Stayed up with the times, you know that awesome or big time will get the point across as in, that was an awesome evening segment I just saw. Well, here are some other phrases you want to know if you want to be sure to sound hip in the 90s.
Sure to sound hip in the 90s. So we're coming out of the 80s. We're now in the 90s. And these are the phrases that'll make you sound hip in the 90s. Here we go.
Yo, a greeting.
Yo, Curb, what's up?
Yo, a greeting.
Did you say yoka?
He didn't say curb.
It's a curb.
Oh, curb.
So they'll give the word or phrase and use it in a sentence.
Want to know if you want to be sure to sound hip in the 90s. Yo, a greeting.
Yo, Curb, what's up?
Clutch the pearls, said in amazement or disbelief.
Well, you know he's married. Clutch the pearls.
Never remember that.
Well, that's around now. I
mean, that's a saying, a phrase now. It's like selective pearl clutching and things like that. Or
That means being
unclutch
offended.
your pearls, but I don't remember it being like a.
I don't either.
Timey thing.
Right.
I don't remember it being like a swing, like a catchphrase in the 90s.
And by the way, watching the video, this is a legit 90s thing. Everybody's in the 90s gear. It's 90s gear.
Cool. LA gear.
How you would dress in the 90s?
Bucked. In the 80s, it was just wasted.
I don't know how many I had, but boy, did I get bucked.
Bucked.
Bucked with a B.
Oh.
Bucked, as in hammered.
But boy, did I get bucked. I sure felt it the next morning. That was really the worst thing I'd ever done.
I hope you didn't drive home.
No way.
MacGyver, as in the TV show where the impossible is often accomplished. I can't believe you got off that speeding ticket. What a MacGyver.
What?
Now it's a verb.
What?
What a MacGyver.
What a MacGyver.
No, I would use it as, all right, I got a paper clip, I got dental floss, and I got, a
banana
Band-Aid.
leaf.
I just made a car. Boy, you really MacGyvered that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how I'd use that, not the way this is used.
Right.
Norville. Norville.
Norville.
Have you heard this one?
No.
Norville. Norville.
Norville.
Norville, to secretly undermine.
What? I can't believe she stole your job. You really been Norville.
You really been Norville?
Where's that come from?
Never heard that one.
How's it that they found people to show us the examples that don't enunciate English very well? Mm-hmm. That was a second person. I had to really focus on what the heck they were saying.
This is an Asian woman who.
Yeah, but the first guy wasn't, and he was
to be
just
an immigrant.
a poor speaker.
Well, this video is also 30 plus years old and
But you know what I'm
muddled.
saying? We're talking. Enunciation matters.
It does,
Which
yes.
is why we had to say that. Oh yeah, he was saying
Bucked, yes.
Black & Decker.
Black & Decker.
An appliance. Right on.
Maybe you're a tool. That guy's such a Black & Decker.
Stop it, Rafe.
Norville.
Black & Decker, or a real tough assignment. You get the analogy, right?
This job is a real grind. It's just a Black & Decker.
What?
This
This
is
is product
The
placement.
worst. Yeah. What?
That was Googling something before it was Google.
Let's put this in the burn pile of evidence of the 90s being cool.
Some phrases may be around forever.
Well, look, I got to run. Peace.
Bye, Tom.
Oh, okay. I got to run. Peace. Bye,
Peace.
Tom.
Bye.
Still around?
One last word for words of the 90s. You got to remember that hip slang changes rather quickly, so if you want to use any of these phrases, you better use them in a hurry. I mean, think of Bart Simpson. Cowabunga is dreadfully out of date, hardly out of style, and you don't want to appear biotic, do you?
What?
That's a cool slang you guys obviously don't know about.
What?
Hang on. Bye.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, dude. Remember Bart Simpson said that in the 80s.
You don't have a cow, man.
Doesn't even come up because it's a now it's a training and assessment services company.
All right.
In the world.
I don't know.
It just says a slang term meaning weird.
And now we know. Never heard anybody in the 90s use that word.
You're so biotic.
Or Black & Decker or Norville.
Nah.
None of that. Today is August 28th. Back in the day, 117 years ago in 1907, two ballsy Seattle teenagers started up a local delivery service called American Messenger Company. Today, Jim Casey and Claude Ryan's little company is known as UPS, United Parcel Service. 102 years ago, 1922, the first ever radio commercial aired on WEAF in New York City. It was a 10-minute ad, and it was for the Queensboro Realty Company, who paid a fee of $100. 61 years ago today, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King declared, "I have a dream," to 250,000 people in front of the Lincoln Memorial in D.C. 60 years ago, 1964, after a show in New York, the Beatles supposedly went backstage with Bob Dylan and smoked reefer for the very first time.
I don't believe it.
You don't buy it?
I don't buy it either.
35, yeah, I'm giving it. 35 years ago, 1989, Motley Crue puts out their record, Dr. Feelgood. 31 years ago, 1993, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers premieres on Fox Kids. 21 years ago, 2003, Madonna shared a kiss with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera on the stage of the MTV Video Music Awards. And 15 years ago today, in 2009, Adam DJ A.M. Goldstein dies of an accidental overdose at the age of 36 in his New York City apartment, a year after he and his friend Travis Barker survived a fatal plane crash that claimed the lives of 4 others. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, it's time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crab on Celebrities.
And we start with this. David Lee Roth tells the Van Halen news desk, which, yes, is a real news outlet online, that he's planning some fun vacations for the rest of the year. The Van Halen news desk says, "We just wanted to let you know that we heard from the Mojo Dojo today, and Dave's saying the travel bug has bit him again, and he's planning some fun vacations throughout the rest of the year. It's time to live life right now," he says. So he's probably going to be posting less content these days. Good for him.
Oh.
So.
Less content.
Less content.
I love the David Lee Roth
Somebody's
content.
taking legal action against David Lee Roth.
So is he going to be touring? Is that what he's saying? Or is he actually going on vacation?
He's going out into the world. You never know where he's going to pop up. Could he be playing some music? Could he just be enjoying his life?
Yeah, I love the story of him being a New York City EMT.
Yeah.
And he was for a couple of years, like legit EMT. Went on ambulance rides, like part of the crew, would actually go and save people's lives. Right. I think he said he got recognized only once or twice. But he was in a bad area in New York, like a high crime area in New York as an EMT.
That's
Can you imagine being down there, they bring you back and you're like, "Oh God, I'm dying."
It's David Lee Roth.
It's David Lee Roth.
Tell the EMT there's a guy up on the ledge. Don't say it, David. Might as well. Hold him down. Hold his mouth.
Sum 41 frontman Derek Whibley has shot down all the rumors yesterday that he's joining Linkin Park. The rumors got started on Monday afternoon when the band's social media said that Whibley has an announcement slated for Wednesday, the same day that Linkin Park's mysterious countdown ends today. And so on Tuesday, Derek Whibley said on Sum 41 social, "I feel the need to dispel some current rumors." He goes on and he says, "It has been brought to my attention that people think I would be joining or reuniting a band. But I just want to say, despite that popular belief, I'm not joining Oasis or Linkin Park or any other band for that matter." He says, "I have my own tour and book announcement that I will now have to move to the end of the week ahead of our U.S. tour. I do look forward to seeing whatever both of these amazing bands do in the future."
Well, it was just bad timing. So Derek Whibley's got a book coming out, and he put, stay tuned Wednesday, an announcement, and Linkin Park's got stay tuned for announcement on Wednesday.
Walking Disaster, by the way, Derek Whibley's book will be out on October 8th. A special tribute to Toby Keith will be on NBC tonight. American Icon is airing, including artists like Luke Bryan, Tyler Hubbard, Carrie Underwood, Lainey Wilson, Darius Rucker, Reba McEntire, Jelly Roll, all paying tribute to the late Toby Keith. Moving into movie news, Channing Tatum hated doing laundry so much when he was younger that during this GQ video interview, he admitted to buying T-shirts to take care of his daily needs. So he wore a new T-shirt, a white T-shirt, pretty much every day for an entire year.
Fresh white tee.
Fresh white tee. He said, "It was the year of the fresh white tee. I don't think I did laundry all year that year, and I just wore white T-shirts that I bought."
Awesome.
And he goes, "If I could get like 2 wears out of it this week, this is going to be good." He was only 20 years old at the time. Speaking of vintage videos, Paul Rudd's very first television commercials going viral again from 1991. Twitter users highlighted this vintage commercial that shows a very young Paul Rudd in his 20s, even though he looks
Looks the same.
Looks the exact same, showcasing the brand new Super Nintendo game system on a big screen. So if you watch this, it's a very overexcited Paul Rudd. He's got a video Super Nintendo game controller, and he's playing all these iconic games, you know, from like Legend of Zelda, SimCity, on a billboard. And like zombies, all of the men just start walking through the shadows to join him. And it's
Playing
the
this
coolest.
brand new Super Nintendo. I think it's from 1991.
It is.
He's wearing a trench coat.
You really just only see him from like the top up. I don't know what kind of coat he was wearing.
But he looks that man don't age.
He does not age. Let's see what else I got for you. So Sony Pictures are rebooting La Bamba. Did you see this in 1980s? Lou Diamond Phillips.
One of the best movies ever.
About Richie Valens. Louis Valdez, the writer and director of the original film, is going to serve as executive producer. So the original Golden Globe nominated film featured Lou Diamond Phillips. He played Richie Valens.
What was his brother's name? Remember his brother who wanted to be an artist? It's Woody Woodpecker. Remember that?
Was he working on a car?
Yeah, he just wanted to be. Everybody made fun of him because he wanted to be an artist.
Yeah.
And it's Woody Woodpecker.
So the team of filmmakers shared that they want to dive deeper into Richie Valens' life. So this will be a new biographical details that are going to come to light, and they look to uphold and celebrate the original film the way Louis Valdez and the filmmakers of La Bamba made it into a classic. Bob is his name?
Bob was the brother Bob.
Francis Ford Coppola did not want Megalopolis to be considered a woke production that lectures viewers, so he was very particular about casting. He's told Rolling Stone magazine that he purposely cast people like Jon Voight and Shia LaBeouf in order to achieve that. He says, quote, the cast features people who were canceled at one point or another. There were people who are arch conservatives and others who are extremely politically progressive. We are all working on one film together. And he says that that was interesting. Adam Driver's also in this movie. He plays an idealist architect with the power to control time who builds a building in a utopian city in the ruins of New York. And
Man, there seems to be all sorts of problems surrounding this movie.
There is. Really? So, you know, this was the one last week where we talked about how AI, ChatGPT, did all the reviews of famous movie reviewers saying all these things about it. And then also Francis Ford Coppola, apparently, according to The Guardian, tried to kiss female extras to get them in the mood for a nightclub scene in this movie. And then he disputed that, saying it was totally untrue, saying that the truth matters. And he kissed a woman that he knew on the cheek in regards to the New Year's scene. And they were people that he knew. So what a mess. It comes into theaters on September 27th.
I'll see it. Here is Bob talking about Woody Woodpecker from La Bamba.
Stop it! Hey, look at this. It's Woody Woodpecker and Buzz Buzzard. Hey, this is the real stuff. They make cartoons out of these things. Get it, jerk off. Kitty stuff.
I want to have that scene recreated.
Okay.
It's Woody Woodpecker.
I like that.
The Kelsey brothers have signed a 9-figure deal with Amazon-owned podcast studio Wondery for the rights to their popular New Heights podcast. The $100 million deal includes global distribution rights to the podcast, representation, rights to past episodes, and a right to launch international adaptations.
Wondery's one of the big podcast companies. They got some great. That's Business Wars.
Yeah,
Business Wars is Wondery. $100
million, Travis and
I'm glad
Jason
they're finally
Kelsey.
getting a break.
They are incredible. I mean, I love that they're. I mean, you guys have siblings, right? Yeah. Like, can you imagine just going into a creative form as your career, being completely successful, and you have a family member like your sibling by your side the entire time? I mean, that is the ultimate dream.
That's pretty cool.
It is super cool. All right, and finally, the most awkward dinner scenes of all time. EW put out the top 25. We're only going to talk about the top 10. But I want to say, like, these movies did not make the top 10. So think about, like, the scene in Pineapple Express when Seth Rogen, he and what's-his-face are running from the cops, and he goes to his daughter's or his girlfriend's house, and the dad's like, I will take you outside and F you in the street. That dinner scene made the list, but not top 10. The scene for My Best Friend's Wedding where they all get up and start singing. Mrs. Doubtfire's dinner scene where she has to go save him.
Yeah. Those aren't top 10?
These are not top 10.
Wow.
Talladega Nights, that dinner scene with Sweet Baby Jesus, Little Baby Jesus.
Can I guess what number one is?
Monkey.
Yeah, think about it. What do you think number one is? And it's a horror film.
Oh, really? Because
Yes.
I would think number one is from Meet the Parents. Do I have nipples, Greg?
Because, yes, that is number 7 on this
Number
list.
7?
Yes.
I have nipples,
Dang.
Greg. Can you
Can
make
you
me?
make me? Also, like
that sticks out as number one for me as the most awkward dinner scene of all time.
the breakup was also on this list, not top 10, where they all start singing a cappella.
Did we
which is
say
amazing.
Beetlejuice yet?
Beetlejuice
Dude, I
is
love
number
that
5.
scene when the brother's like, "You live your life just for yourself."
Come on the kick drum, Gary.
Yeah, when he tries to get Vince Vaughn to sing.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
he's like, "Never thinking of your future."
The best.
What
He just
about
won't do it?
What about Step Brothers?
Step Brothers did not make the top 25, and that's a great scene with the special sauce.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
No.
Excuse me, could I have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, that was a great dinner
Thank
scene.
you.
Home Alone?
Deserves to be on the list. Horror movie. Midsummer?
No. In the same realm.
So Texas.
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh,
when
Hannibal.
when he's eating, what's his face?
Ray Liotta's brain.
That made the list, but not top 10.
Ooh, man. That's pretty awkward when you get your head cut open and
That's in the first one.
fed
though.
your own brains.
Right? That's in Silence of the Lambs? It's in the sequel? Oh.
Hannibal. So number 10 is from 1985, a beloved movie. It's Back to the Future, whenever he's sitting next to his mom. At the
dinner, yeah, okay.
And Centipede, are they at a table?
That
Number-
was one of the least awkward things that he did with his mom in that movie, but all right.
Number 9, 2005's Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Whenever he's getting
Oh, yes.
rubbed down. Edward Scissorhands, whenever Edward comes to live with the family. That's number 8. Number 7 was Meet the Parrots. Number 6, August Osage County. This is Meryl Streep, and it's a very serious movie. And she's an alcoholic, and she takes prescription pain pills and stuff, and she's a mess, and she freaks out on her family. Number 5 was Beetlejuice. Number 4, Dinner for Schmucks.
Yeah.
Is that Paul Rudd? Steve Carell?
Steve Carell.
It's like everybody.
Nutty Professor on here?
No.
Hercules.
Number 3 is a Ryan Gosling
Great dinner
film,
scene.
Lars and the Real Girl. That's when he has the fake doll, the fake woman. Number 2, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And then the number 1 most awkward dinner scene
Yes, that is a great dinner scene.
in movies is the dinner scene from Hereditary,
I never seen it.
where she loses it.
I never saw it.
It's a great, scary movie.
Yeah, it is.
Anybody mention the come with the kick drum?
Yeah.
Come with the kick drum.
Yeah, that was on the top 25.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
What was that movie? The Breakup.
The Breakup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today, Alana Thompson. That's
Honey Boo Boo.
is 19. Kyle Massey, a Disney Channel star who played Raven's brother Corey. He's also in Dancing with the Stars. I think he won or was runner-up maybe. Is 33. Cassidy Pope is 35. Florence Welch is 38. Armie Hammer is 38. Leanne Rimes is 42. Jack Black is 55. Jason Priestley from Beverly Hills 90210 is 55. Billy Boyd, Pippin from the Lord of the Rings trilogy is 56. Shania Twain, I was just talking about her yesterday. She is 59. Jennifer Coolidge is 63. Emma Sams, that's Holly on General Hospital, and Fallon on Dynasty. She's 64. Scott Hamilton, the old school Olympic gold medal winning figure skater. Also a testicular hero of the day because he beat NAD cancer. He's 66.
He's got brain cancer. He's got, he's not doing great.
Oh, I didn't know that. Scott Hamilton is 66. And Daniel Stern. It's our quarry. It's our hole. His best role is from Breaking Away, but we all know him as Marv from, no, he's Harry. No, he's Marv. Is he Harry or Marv?
Marv.
He's Marv.
Marv, okay. Marv from Home Alone. Daniel Stern is 67 years old today.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jordan Rain. Now, today's birthday girl, she's only been in 21 fine films, but see if you could figure out the theme here. Apple Bottom Ass, 3. Assapalooza, 2. Badunka Bounce, 3. Big Ass Badunka Bash, 1. Big Booty Trick Hunt, 2. The Big Butt Shake Off, 2. Big Fat Onion Booty, 2. Crazy Big Booty, 4. Gin and Juicy Asses, 6. And who can forget a role in 2007's Ground Shakin' Ass? Jordan Rain has got a big old booty and is 44 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got some of your emails, and we'll pretty much set this Riz Olympics thing. And I believe the competition, I think, will start hopefully next week or the week after. Riz Olympics, we'll set the punishment. We'll hopefully set all the events, and then we'll get to your emails. It is 7:51. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Things are starting to become a problem out there. Right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled stalled vehicle 270 southbound at Dorset. Further south, there are delays 270 westbound between Dorset and Ladue. Further south of that is there are delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. Even further south, there's severe delays starting to pile up around 44. Your point forecast, crazy hot with some scattered storms, high of 95, heat index of 104.
This is a Swamp Ass Alert.
Right now, it's 75 at the Point Studio.
All right, it's Riz, it's Jeff Burton backstage at Point Fest with Eric and Jeff from Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
You seem like you're like a morning radio show where you're all
A
amped
lot
up
of-
on caffeine.
Did you know I do a morning radio show?
do?
Yeah.
All right.
And a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Hey.
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Hi.
It's kind of morning. That's why
To
I'm
me,
commenting
yeah.
on it.
And Moon and I are talking to you. You specifically. Ladies, take a break. Because we want to talk about Mentality. Mentality Health. You got two locations, South County and in Chesterfield. Now, fellas, if you're not feeling like you once did 5, 10, or even 15 years ago, could be a number of things. But you got to make that appointment with Mentality and get yourself checked out. And they'll customize a treatment plan for you, whether it be vitamins or whether it be testosterone.
Yeah, and everybody's different. I went out to the Chesterfield location at like the age of 36 or 37, just because I was like, I know I'm not getting a lot of sleep here, but I could at least be maxing out the hours that I'm here. I want to get checked out. Had that blood draw, talked to the board-certified physicians, and actually found something going on with me that was life-threatening that I wasn't even looking for with my primary care physician. So thank goodness. Now that's my story. Riz's story is different. Your story is going to be different than ours. But what is the same is that they will customize a treatment program for you and get you to 100%, feeling, looking, and performing your very best so you can reach whatever your goals are.
It could be TRT therapy, could be peptide therapy, could be tadalafil if you're having problems in the bedroom, or semaglutide. Mentality Health, mentalityhealth.com, mentalityhealth.com.
Hey, it's Jeff backstage at Wayback Point Fest in freaking living color. Look at those guys. They're right there. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this. Much appreciated. Let's get this out of the way. I have an amazing story about, and I just told this on the show. I do the morning show. I'm part of the morning show on the Point. A million years ago when you guys were on a tour opening with Rolling Stones. Yeah. Or for Rolling Stones, whatever. Are they closed for you guys is the way I look at it. You guys did the stop at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Yes. 1990, whatever it was, or 80, whatever 89. It was. 89. Okay, cool. 89. All right, so I'm 52. I'm right there. Okay. Right. So my dad was a huge fan of the Rolling Stones. Right. Not in great health at the time. Wasn't walking very well. So I drove him because I'm a fan of you guys, and I was a fan of Rolling Stones because I had to be. And we roll up in his truck, and I let him out at the curb so he can walk in and find his seats. Right. And while I park his truck. He gets out, and you guys are already on. And he goes, "What the hell is that god-awful noise like that?" And I was like, "Dad, that's the opening band. It's Living Color. It's the band I was telling you about." He walks in, and I park the truck, and by the time he is this, like this. Rocking out. The dude would be 70-something right now if he was still with us. And he found dudes that he graduated high school with. And the last time he saw those people, they were listening to the Rolling Stones, smoking pot, and that's what they were doing. Wow. So because of you guys, I had this amazing moment with my dad. So thank you very much. So that leads me into, and I think maybe that's part of the answer, but why you guys are still doing this. After all of these years, all of the success, all of the touring, all of that, what keeps you guys driving to do this?
We're trying to get it right at some point, basically.
Are you kidding me?
It's funny. It's a great question. I mean, part of it is, the conversation we started back in the 80s, late 80s. A lot of things that we were talking about through the 90s, a lot of those things haven't gone passe.
About Hat Launch. It is a national custom headwear company located just outside of St. Louis. They just hit a big milestone in the business. They produced over 1 million hats this year for small businesses all over America. And we all know, let's just be honest, usually if you get a piece of merch from work, it sucks. You'll never wear it. You throw it in the back of your car, and eventually you throw it in the trash at a gas station. We all know that's how it goes, but that's not how it goes with Hat Launch. If you're a business owner and you want to get hats for your business that don't suck, you have to get them from Hat Launch. And it's easy. We understand you're a small business owner. You're on the run. You're busy. The last thing you want to do is spend all day trying to order custom hats. Ordering from Hat Launch is so easy, it's like ordering a hamburger. All right, all you got to do is pull over, take a picture of your logo on the side of your van, take a picture of it on your business card, upload it to the website. You'll have your order in 10 to 14 business days. That's how easy it is to use. And right now, special deal, if you order 12 or more custom hats from Hat Launch, you'll get an exclusive Riz Show hat. It's a black hat that says Weirdo upside down on it. It's a very cool hat. It's a flex fit hat made for the big-headed boys and small-headed people alike. This hat is only available if you order 12 or more custom hats from Hat Launch. You can put it in your order at hatlaunch.com/Riz. That's hatlaunch.com/Riz. They'll throw in the exclusive free hat with your order. So don't wait. Take a picture of your logo and order now.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I got to tell you.
Say it again, but slower.
Backstage at Point Fest
At Point
with my
Fest.
dude, grandson.
Woo! How long has it been since the last Point Fest?
Oh, 2 years almost, probably. A
We
year
are
and a half, for sure.
backstage
and doing it.
At Point Fest, and we're doing it.
And
We're
it's
doing
beautiful.
It. Come rain or come shine.
All right, here, I got a first question to ask of you.
What's up?
All right.
Whoa!
I'm here for an interview with grandson. I have an interview with grandson today.
I thought that I got this one. I thought this was my interview with grandson because I thought that you had gotten to interview him before, and I had never gotten the chance to interview him.
My grandson.
You guys had 2 years to figure this out.
We sure
still
did,
have it.
yeah, and we didn't.
It's as if you have a grandson tattoo.
Oh, can we get that? Can we get that zoomed? Look at that. Now that's commitment to the craft.
It is.
Requesting your local radio station. Okay, you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So my question: when are you getting your grandson tattooed?
I
That's
don't
the
have any
question.
tattoos at all,
I
man.
see.
So
We'll
that-
have to change that.
So that's not even like
a lot of tattoos running around backstage at a rock show.
Okay, so that's how it happened. Lux and I had a conversation to where we said, okay, who is going to get to interview grandson this time? And I won this time.
She's won a couple in the past.
Yeah, man.
There's enough for me to go around.
But you're one of those guys that we cannot wait to see you, man.
Thank you, man.
That is one of the highest compliments that we can give you. I am 45 years old. I'm a huge fan of grandson. You call your fans grandkids. What do I call myself? Because I feel like I'm too old to call myself a grandkid.
No, the grandkid knows no age, knows no boundary, gender, ethnicity, love interest. Does not matter. Whoever you are, if you appreciate real music and you feel like you resonate with the truth that I tell and the way I tell it, there's more room for you.
Man, I tell you, and you were one of the first times that I ever heard you. I said, I don't know who this guy is, but I like it and I want more of it. And it's like everything that you're on, you make it better. The track with K-Flay and Ex-Ambassadors, that's a killer song anyway. Don't get me wrong, but that is such an amazing song with each of your different kind of features in there. There's a million things to talk to you about, but I always want to talk about K-Flay whenever I have somebody else that can have the mutual appreciation.
Pretty wicked storm rolled through here this morning. And listen, your head's dry. You figure everything on the roof is good. Right? I don't need an inspection. My head's dry. But no, you should have an inspection done every year or so. This is why you should have the Happy Roof Company up on your roof. Thank God I did. So about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago now, I had Happy Roof up on my roof to do an inspection. Everything happened to be fine. And they took pictures showing me, hey, everything's good up here. We had a bad hailstorm roll through Memorial Day weekend. There was some roof damage. Had the Happy Roof Co. up on the roof to take pictures. Boom. Before, after hailstorm. Submit to insurance. Easy. If you have a leaky roof, an old roof, a damaged roof, an ugly roof, the Happy Roof Company should be your first call. If you call today, they're going to have somebody out to look at your issue within 24 hours. Headquartered in Sunset Hills, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Free estimates, great pricing. Mention the Riz Show, they'll take care of you. 314-665-3001. 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com. It's the Happy Roof Company. They put the happy in happy endings.
Hey everybody, it's Jeff Burton from the Rizzuto Show. Thanks for tuning into the Facebook takeover with, my goodness, Taylor Momsen. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm going to get the geeky fan side of this out of the way first, which nobody watching is going to be surprised about, but I've been a fan for a while. You and
Program, let's talk Riz Olympics. That's right. The first ever Riz Olympics, the fall games. Yes, that's happening. So we just need to hash this out here as far as what punishment will be doled out on the loser. And we just need to set the events. I think we're going to start next week.
Whoa.
If all works out, we'll start maybe the first event next week. And maybe an event a week over the course of the next 6 to 8 weeks, depending on when we get started. There are a couple moving parts to this thing, but let's figure out this punishment. Okay, guys? So I threw out my ideas yesterday for who should come in, should somebody come in last place, this will be the punishment. Did you like any of my ideas? Like what kind of stuck out to you?
The drive or the bus stuck out to me, and I think that inspired a couple people to have their own ideas, one of which I shared with you guys from listener Ken.
Yes,
I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, I'd like to discuss that in a minute. But yeah, that one stuck out just because it was so funny when Scott had to drive to Chicago and back. And then, you start talking about riding a bus and all that, and it just seems like misery. So yeah, I think that would be a great...
Yeah, one of my ideas yesterday was, all right, you have to take a Greyhound to whatever, we'll have a whole bunch of cities on a wheel. We'll spin the wheel. You have to take a Greyhound there. Rafe said, how about Megabus, which is way worse.
Can be.
Megabus only goes from St. Louis. It goes to Chicago, goes to like Quincy, it goes to Cedar Rapids, which would suck.
Yeah, a lot of hip towns, man.
So our buddy John took the Megabus, and he texted us right when we were talking about that and said he took it back from Chicago, and he said it was 100 degrees, the air conditioner was broken.
That sounds right.
And they spent so much time in traffic in Chicago that, what did he say, 6 hours or 8 hours to get home? 8 hours to get home. But, I mean,
with no air conditioning.
This is the common. I've had people tell me that the Megabus has broken down on the side of the road and they had to wait for a second replacement Megabus to come get them. I've had more than one person tell that story.
So I like Megabus.
I did look up the longest bus ride out of St. Louis. And there's a bus that leaves St. Louis to New Orleans, and it is a 27-hour and 11-minute bus ride.
Oh, God.
No way.
I mean, that's
brutal. Brutal. That is not that far. That's like what? New Orleans is what? 9 hours?
I've never driven it.
8 hours?
I've driven New Orleans. It's a long way to drive.
It's 9 or 10.
23 hours?
27.
27 hours. So
you would leave at 4 o'clock. I believe you leave at like 3:55 on a Friday, and you would arrive in New Orleans at 6:30 or 6:45 at night the following day.
The next day.
And that's that's if it's on time. That's the
if
plan.
everything goes well.
Right.
Man.
That's the plan.
There's no traffic.
Like we haven't broken down.
Right.
Someone did add a caveat to this bus ride that I think if we choose this, I'm not saying we should choose this, but if we do, I think it would be a nice add-on. Someone said some sort of Flat Stanley situation where the winner gets a cutout and the losers have to stop at every stop and take a picture with the
Flat Stanley.
With the Flat Stanley of the winner.
That's funny. So I like that idea. What about the treadmill? A marathon on a treadmill.
That one's pretty awesome.
I don't mind that. It sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare, but very funny. And not 30 hours.
Okay, we don't want to do the baby bird thing, right?
Could be 30 hours.
No thanks.
We're going to get rid of the baby bird idea.
Okay. So 26.2 miles. If you walk it, it's 8 hours on a treadmill in a public place.
Yeah, I mean, it could take you 8 hours. It could take you however long it takes for you to finish a marathon on a treadmill.
Right.
Lern seemed a little sad. Do you want the baby bird to stay in?
No, I do not. I was seriously gagging last night thinking about I went through each and every one of you, like, who would be the best option here to baby bird to me? And I honestly, none of you. I'm sorry. I couldn't. It grosses me out so bad.
Just for our ego, you got to pick one right now. Who? Somebody has to
baby bird me right
Remember,
now.
Moon's got grape nuts.
Yeah, I got lightly salted roasted mixed nuts over here.
It's Scott Rizzuto.
Thank
It's
you.
your show.
I appreciate that.
Grape nuts with
I also
milk
feel
would be
like,
great.
I don't know. I hate that too. I can't even imagine it. I don't even want to think about it. It makes me so sick.
We're not doing it. All right, Moon, give me an idea.
Okay, so Ken emailed
Not the Ken idea.
Oh,
give me another
give you
idea.
a different idea?
Because I like the Ken idea. I want to discuss that separately, but I want your ideas first.
Well, you know me. I like to go fishing. I like to go kayak fishing, and I think that's kind of a nightmare for a lot of you guys. And I think it would also be a nightmare if you're stuck in a kayak because you're in a seated position for some 6 hours out on a pond.
Well, what's the punishment?
You got to stay on the kayak offshore for 6 hours. I don't care what you do out there, but you're just kayaking out in Creve Coeur Lake, just on the kayak, alone, no cell phone.
I mean, I would think that the thing for that would be if we were going to do that kind of punishment is you have to catch a certain amount of fish before you. Can you fish out there in Creve Coeur Lake?
Yes, it's what I was considering because we were talking about raw dogging. You know, these airplane rides where you don't get movies and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing better than raw dogging in nature.
Okay, so put 6 hour kayak.
Raw dogged.
Raw dog a kayak for 6 hours. Okay.
Learn. Give me an idea.
I was thinking, you guys are hairy. I mean, I know Rafe is maybe the least hairy of this group, but we have to wax our body hair off. Like I would grow out my leg hair and my pit hair and have to wax that. No brows.
The whole body?
Can't deal. Yeah, the whole body.
You have to wax your eyebrows too?
No brow.
Bro, that's
well. Then what's really the?
That's
it's
serious.
your eyebrows.
That's serious business. That's all I got. I'm
not waxing my brows off for nobody.
If it's going to be a true punishment, I think the brows got to go.
No, then I don't want to.
No way, Man Without. You ever seen Man Without a Face with Mel Gibson?
They never grow
I'm
back.
sorry. If this is a punishment, Jeff got his chest waxed once. I mean, yeah,
That was the chest. That wasn't your legs and
just
your
your
armpit.
chest.
Everything from the neck down, you have to get waxed off.
Okay.
That's gnarly. Oof, for me. Like you said, Rafe.
I feel like your eyebrows got to go too.
No, I don't want the eyebrows to go.
What's left for you?
Literally everything below.
Oh, all right.
This is like a free.
A lot of higher stakes.
What?
Yeah, I'm a
A lot of higher stakes for Rizzuto.
That's easier punishment for you two.
Yeah,
I think
I'll
that's
go in
Rafe
on
is
that.
hairless.
We have to get our hair
I'll
trimmed.
do that.
Rafe is a hairless creature.
Lucky Rafe.
Totally. I mean, if I got to go south of the border, I think it'll be fun. That's where it's going to hurt the most.
Okay, I'll put the wax punishment down. Rafe, give me something.
Well, I like the free hugs at the Nudist colony. I didn't hate that idea. They seemed open to it. Maybe setting you up a little a hug stand, like a lemonade stand, and just letting everybody
Have
come.
naked people hug you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also
Warm
said the free
embrace.
hug thing down at Busch Stadium or down, sign. You have to be there at least an hour and a half with a free hug sign.
In bathing suit, we also kind of added that on yesterday.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. I forgot there was another listener one that I got to share.
Free hug and all right, we'll get to the listener ones in a second. Free hug in a bathing suit. Then, I mean, you got to go out to the, Londell. Is that really a punishment?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like a punishment
I don't
to
want-
me.
What if I like it?
Smush naked
Yeah.
people.
What? I would.
What if I like it?
It's whatever, man.
What if I love it?
Everyone here raised concerns about being hugged by nude people. It seemed like no one here was really comfortable with it.
What? I would not raise it.
All right,
I'm
well,
fine with that.
Strike it from the record.
No,
I got
leave it.
nothing.
No,
Leave it
listen,
on
we're talking about we're finessing it.
Let's workshop it.
We're finessing it.
Yeah.
We could get through. First of all, how many people from the 40 Acre Club would then come hug you? We could run through that line in 10 minutes.
True.
If we're down at the stadium in a bathing suit,
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
That's for an hour with people who don't even know what's going on.
Right.
Sure, there'll be the people that will know, hey, this is punishment. But there are the perverts that would come and hug Scott and linger a little too long.
Right.
Because of me just holding on.
Mm-hmm. All right, Scott, give me something.
I also,
oh, God.
As a second, I still like the idea of the billboard.
I do too.
The
billboard,
I have
your
herpes.
picture on a billboard.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever messaging the winner chooses. You have no control.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great one. But yeah, for me, I think an interpretive dance at either a concert or maybe something like the Blues, where it's the halftime show and they do a whole thing where it's like, big announcement of this special dance, and you have to get out there and do an interpretive dance in a nice, skin tight outfit and just look amazing.
Interpretive dance and bodysuit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it'd be really cool if it's one of the, like Shinedown or something, if they were cool enough to let us do it during the song, that'd be hilarious, because that crowd would hate it.
Okay, with that, there is a lot of moving parts of that. We would have to get permission from, whatever band, or, have to be a lot of people. For it to be a true punishment, it's got to be it's got to be a lot of eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have enough friends, we'd pull that off.
We could easily get that.
I was going to say we could go to some sort of outdoor stage, and we could invite our listeners to come down with tomatoes. And as you are doing the interpretive dance on the stage, they're throwing tomatoes at you. Then it's a little participation with our audience. And they can kind of take some things out on us.
The old tomato dance.
That's the first one, I feel like.
If you're going to do the tomatoes, we could go out to the Renaissance Fair and just spend the whole day in the stocks. Getting pelted.
Yeah, with lettuce.
When is that? September, though, huh? It'll already be over.
September, October.
Yeah. All right, now some of the listener ones. Not the Ken one yet, because I do love the Ken idea.
The Ken one is great. There's another idea of the loser has to go officially take an SAT or ACT. And I would say you have to take it until you score above a certain score.
Oh my God.
I saw that one.
Oh, no.
you can't just go in there and do the time, take it, and turn it in.
So you have to get at least 1,100 on your SATs.
So you have to get a trainer
in order to stop taking
sucking.
You have to get a 24 up on the ACT. You have to get an 1,100 up on the SAT.
Well,
that's a pretty good
That
one.
would be a never-ending punishment if you...
Exactly.
If you're a dummy.
Yeah. I mean, a 24 on an ACT is a pretty decent score.
Yeah. We can set the score lower. We did 21, 22.
Well, who grades those things? Don't you have
31
to,
is
Don't you have to
perfect.
send those in? Don't you have to send? Isn't there the national SAT organization that you have to?
Yeah, you have to take the official one.
Do you have to be affiliated with a school to do that?
No, I think you just pay. I think you just pay to take it.
You're in there with all these juniors.
Because I took it at a college or something, right?
Yeah, you have to go in with but then you have to wait for the results and then take it again.
Yeah,
it's just never ending.
It's kind of
Maybe
awesome.
never ending.
And then
I would have to take an SAT prep course.
Yeah, and then you got to come on here and reveal your friggin' score.
That's funny. That's a funny one. All right, Ken's idea, which came over, listener Ken, who we love dearly. He called it what? The 270.
He called it the laps around 270 or something, but we're calling it track 270.
Track 270, that's what it was. So he said 10 laps on 270.
The 270, 255 circle, Missouri.
The
Illinois.
whole circle.
Yeah, how long is that circle?
50.1 or 2 miles.
I think it's more. When I was doing it on the map thing, it said 70, which I think is a little bit more because it was adding in an exit.
Well, look it up. Google it again. Because it said on a couple different websites it was 50 point something miles.
Like an hour and something.
Yeah, it's like an hour and 5 minutes for a lap.
Didn't we settle on 5 though?
Well, off the air, Scott. We were talking about it off the air. 10 laps is 500 miles.
Yeah, on your car.
That's amazing.
I mean that's a NASCAR race.
Yep.
Not going 230 miles an hour. However fast NASCAR goes, 100 something, 200 miles an hour. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Hilarious.
good one.
That's a good one.
It's a real good one.
I really do kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it combines the best of a couple of ideas, which is inconvenient travel.
Yes.
But with the caveat of you don't even get to leave St. Louis, and it's literally the same trip, Groundhog Day style.
Yeah, it's the monotony of it.
Yeah.
It's the loneliness.
It's so brutal. It's brutal.
And people could go to overpasses over 270 to participate. Cheer you on. They can see it.
I'm just putting in points to make this full
ridiculous.
circle, and for some reason it says 73 miles, 1 hour and 10 minutes. So it's between, we'll say, 55 and 65 miles.
So
or 70 miles.
73 miles around. So an hour An hour, 4 minutes without traffic. A lap.
It's so ridiculous.
So cool to spend that
That's-
much time and end up in the same place.
Perfect world. No construction, no traffic.
No
Best time you're going to make
Yep.
is an hour and 10 minutes. Now you start talking 5-6 laps, you're going to hit
traffic
something.
at some point.
Right.
You're going to hit something at some point. So you're looking at least minimum, because you're going to have to stop and gas up. You're going to have to stop and pee a couple times.
You can only stop and pee or gas up or eat or whatever at
the 1 hour point.
Or no,
full
only
circle.
places on the route. You can't go off the road. Right, there are gas stations along that route somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
There's quick trips, right? Well, Dorset has a quick trip. Right
Is there
here.
any? Yeah, are there any like rest stops?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Those are
Yeah, there's
way far
one
away.
on the
270
55 stretch?
right before Illinois, right?
A truck stop?
I think there is. I might be wrong.
There's a Love's if you're on 255 going north.
On this side above Centerville?
It's like right before
I mean, 10
Belleville.
laps is a lot. I mean, that's a lot. That's a long time. I would take it down to like 5.
I'd say 5 laps.
5 to 7 laps.
Track 270.
Let's just do the math on 5. You're looking at minimum 6.5, 7 hours, I would say. If you factor in stops and so if you do 7, you're looking at about a 9 or 10 hour day.
And the worst part is you're not going anywhere.
And you're not going anywhere.
Right.
And you're
Going
not.
nowhere. You're seeing the same scenery. And yesterday I proposed, you get to do the first couple laps one direction and then the other direction. And Riz said, that's not how tracks work.
No. That's not how tracks. That's not how NASCAR works.
He goes, you go in one direction.
One
you do
direction
the oval.
only. Only right
I
turns. Only right
So
turns.
ridiculous.
Okay, so you're going to go north on 270
You are
and then
only
right?
turning right.
I thought I went
Yeah,
the
I thought we
other
were
way.
going south. I thought we were
Yeah,
going
me too.
270 over to JB up to 255.
Do you get to pick your direction? Because that will make a difference when it comes to traffic. Kind of. I think, maybe.
We'll spin the wheel.
Oh,
The wheel will
Yeah.
decide. The wheel will decide what
If
direction
you start
go.
north or south via
Yep.
Olive.
Yep.
You start from here. You start from Olive. You start at the radio station, Olive and 270, and go.
This is the start and finish line.
Start and finish line right
Can
here.
you bring people with you?
Oh, great idea.
Like caravan?
They'll have to meet you along the route. You cannot.
Like at the truck
Or
stop,
is
they'll have
this
to
a-
get in.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Is this a bottom 2? Did we
Right.
talk about that? Like, do we have a driving buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Or is this a bottom 1 punishment?
I think it may be bottom 2.
Bottom 2. There's 2 seats.
And then
Bottom
just
2,
you
2 seats.
together for
And you can
7
switch on and
hours.
off driving.
That's not a bad idea.
It makes it a little, because, dude, you get so tired driving that for 9 hours.
It could be dangerers.
It'd
Hey,
be
to be
nice
honest-
to have a partner. It still would suck, but at least you would share the suck with somebody.
I think 4th place drives, 5th place passengers is. Because personally, for me, it's a nightmare to passenge. I'm not a fan. No offense to your guys' driving skills. I'm sure they're exemplary. But
I think you got to work that out between yourselves.
you think so?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
okay.
'Cause some people might want to drive, some people might. I think.
I'm just saying
I think
full
4th place
punishment.
chooses. 4th place at least gets to choose whether they ride or drive.
Okay, one driver, one navigator.
Oh my God.
Switch it out on an emergency basis.
And listen,
only.
we get that car wrapped too. I mean, we get a car from somewhere and have the loser mobile.
Damn. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it depends on the car.
Brutal.
Like, if we're driving the thing that I'm in right now, this Dodge Durango is so freaking sick, dude. It'd be awesome.
Like we will
But what if-
mark the car so people know it's the loser mobile driving by.
But what if you had to drive in like a '94 Taurus or something?
Yeah.
It's just toe up.
Or
no,
like a beat up motorcycle with a sidecar.
yeah, no
I
AC.
honestly think this is the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
think
we can
track-
live stream it.
Brutal.
Track 270.
Track 270. You want to do how many laps?
I say 5.
5 and 7 got thrown out, so we could split the
6.
difference.
6
Say
laps.
6.
What? Guys.
Well, how many Olympic rings are there? 5?
Yeah.
5.
Might be a good number. 1 for every ring.
Oh, yeah, we can make it look like the highway could be
I
the
feel
little
like
rings.
6.
Go 6 then, bro. It's your show.
You know, the minute that you lock in 6 and you're the one that did it, you're gonna lose. But if you want that, if you want that
roll
kind
the
of
dice.
stuff on you,
He's tempting
listen.
fate.
If you want that on you, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, I think we all agreed on 5. But if you want to push it, you go right ahead.
No, pushing it is like no radio.
whatever, dude.
So no doubt.
Like you want to make it like a real race car, no radio.
Mm-hmm. And a helmet.
They have headphones.
Oh man.
You got to wear a helmet the whole time.
Gosh.
Your ears are just hot.
Ugh.
5. All right. 5 no radio. 6 radio.
Oh man, I got to have a radio.
I would prefer 5 no radio.
What?
You and your raw dog life. No.
No, dude.
You're a serial killer, man.
What are you talking about? It's time. Like time is more
you
important
might
to
be
me than my comfort. I want my time back, man.
How about this?
That's more
5.
valuable than anything.
5. Winner makes the playlist. No deviation.
Oh, great.
Love it.
Winner makes a playlist.
You get music, but you don't get to choose it.
You guys don't think that's worse than quiet?
Oh no, I'm trying to make it more devious.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
To me, silence is more awful. I have to. even
Winner
if
makes the
it's-
playlist.
Even if it's just
I may,
every
listen,
song
if I
hate.
win, I may throw in some bangers. I may also throw in some.
This is why I thought the
It'll be a
kayak
mixed
idea
bag.
was good.
It'll be a mixed bag.
You
but
guys
can't- no skipping.
You guys aren't good with
5
silence.
laps. Winner makes the playlist.
God, that's the worst. I don't even want to hear my music most of the time.
We'll stream it.
Man, you guys. That's the part I'm objecting to the most. That's the worst part.
All right, should we lock it in?
Lock it in.
5 laps. Winner makes the playlist.
And also, I would like to also get it like the car, like so everybody on the road knows it's a loser car. So something marked.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's got to have a big police target on it too.
What, to pull us over?
We'll
just have something so they easily see. So you,
Oh yeah, they'll be
you're
watching for
beating.
you because you'll be wanting to speed through
Yeah.
these laps. So cops will
good
be watching.
All right, there we go. Locking it in. There it is. Track 270. Great job, Ken.
And gosh, it's amazing.
Track 270 it is. 5 laps.
5 laps.
And that's going to be over 5 hours of driving. Going nowhere.
And then just re-say the 2 bottom losers. What's their roles?
Navigator and driver.
Navigator and driver.
Would you
so
say
they
this
never
is
swap?
Scott being the one that had to go to Chicago?
Well, we said they could swap if someone
Yeah, they
got
could swap.
tired.
Yeah.
Would you say this is
Urgency.
worse than
But 4 chooses their role.
Okay.
It's 4th place. The only prize you get is to choose whether you ride or drive. Because some of us, I think, are drivers and some of us are riders.
And listen, as the winner, you get to cultivate the playlist for the loser. So, you know, it would be all Godsmack for you. It'd be 5 hours Godsmack for Moon.
Yeah, this is a true nightmare. Wouldn't that be a nightmare for you as well?
Oh, my God.
That's great.
That's a nightmare for anybody. I don't even think Godsmack would like that.
Scott, what's worse, the drive to Chicago and back or Track 270?
I think Track 270 is worse because Chicago, there is options to take 2 different highways. One, you go up one and then come back a different highway on the way back, so you get a new environment the whole time. But Track 270, the convenience of just being in the area is kind of interesting. You're like, I'm
Look,
here.
New Halls Ferry again.
There it is.
Yep.
There it
Hey,
is.
Cracker Barrel again.
Okay, so we need to pick some events to start. So the Riz Olympics will work this way. Winner 5 points, loser 1 point. Whoever gets the most points at the end of the competition will be deemed the winner, and whoever has the least points will be deemed the loser. So go-karting in Riz Olympics, I believe that may be our first event
Okay.
at the track.
Yeah. Done
What,
it before.
what an
loved it.
apropos event considering the punishment. It's going to
Yeah.
be, this entire thing will be bookended with racetracks.
Is this a race or time trials? Like, are we going based on laps?
For
Like
For the
top
go-kart.
speeds?
for the go-karts.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we talking about? Yeah, are we doing lap times?
I think it should be lap time.
Okay, good.
Killer.
Because that's a little better than bumping into each
You
other.
ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. I say it's a 5-on-5.
I don't mind either way. Y'all are going down. Stand no chance.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Hey, I have a
You
quick
know what
question.
we'll do? We'll qualify what time, and then that'll be the your start position.
Okay.
I got a quick
Time
question.
because
Oh, you're gonna do pole position and everything?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but wait, what matters? So you're saying we're not going to judge on lap time. We're just going to get pole,
We'll judge on lap time for pole position,
and then we're going to have a
and
race.
then we'll race.
Okay. I have a question real quick, just to make sure that
Go
we're
ahead.
good on the details with the playlist. The winner does not get to make the playlist until after it's complete, and therefore they know who they're making the playlist for?
Yes.
Or do you need to make your playlist prior to?
No.
Nope.
Playlist cultivated
Well,
to.
then you better hope you don't lose, my friend, because you are going to hear repeat of standing in a toll booth with the quarter in my hand or whatever that song
Standing in a phone
is.
booth.
Primitive Radio Gods for 6 hours.
I'm going to record music for each one of you.
Dude,
of
yours
me
is just
singing
going to
to you.
be smooth. I would just make yours smooth by Rob Thomas's antenna on repeat.
Yeah, it'll be those 2 songs, and you don't know which order. They're not going to alternate.
cannot turn the radio off.
It'll be like 2 and then 3.
You
then
cannot
2.
turn the radio off.
I will say it's worth discussing, to your point. If we have to make them ahead of time, you could seal your own doom. Do you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of interesting, because if I have to make a playlist for the loser...
And you're the loser.
Well, then it wouldn't be my
could
playlist.
choose your playlist.
Well, I like that it's cultivated for
the loser.
I do too.
Who it is.
So just the torture. All right.
All right, so I'm going to ask Chris Blair over at the racetrack to see if maybe we can use the Kartplex.
Whoa.
Which are badass,
They're so
souped-up
incredible, man.
go-karts.
Super
All right,
fun.
That's event number 1. Event number 2, I think bowling.
Yes.
God dang it. I'm so bad at bowling. But okay.
I am too.
Okay. All right.
Bowling a full game, and that's a winner of that.
I think...
you know who's a great bowler?
I think it's got to be... Yeah, of course, a full game, but do you want to do 2 full games and add up the score?
Yeah, that's usually what it is. It's 2 games.
Okay.
Really? I thought it was 3.
I thought it was 2.
I have no idea. I truly have no idea. I just know
2
that
games,
Yeah, we can
add
do
up the
2.
scores?
I feel like we're going to be chasing Scott, because I feel like Scott's probably going to be a great bowler.
I'm also proposing an art contest.
Art of what kind? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I think we should bring in a model of the nude variety.
Okay.
Maybe somebody will volunteer, or maybe at art school.
And we put unnamed, all of them up on the line, and then people vote.
People vote for their favorite.
Okay. They don't know who did what.
Who gets the most votes?
Oh, yeah. They don't. Okay, that's good.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Okay.
I like this.
I also think we should do. I mean, just a fun one, like paper airplanes.
Wow.
Distance?
Distance.
Off the roof?
Off the roof.
Oh, man. That's a lost art.
Well, that's putting everything on the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a day where you get the gust.
Well, we have, up on top of the parking garage here, that nobody uses that. That's a great place. Not just throw it off the roof, but even just throw it
over there
in an empty parking lot up there.
Okay. I think that I'm down.
3 throws.
Sounds fun.
The longest of the 3.
Oh, not a combination? Cumulative, 3 throws.
Yeah.
3 throws, cumulative distance. That'd be fun.
Okay, all right. Okay, give me some other ones. What else we want to do? Bowling is 3 games, changing lanes every frame.
Oh.
Okay. We could do that.
3 games.
And that's a cumulative score?
Yes.
Oh, man. We're gonna get competitive. Ooh, boy.
Like skee ball be a fun one? Could that work?
We should do a fishing contest.
Oh, dang.
It'll take forever.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily, but that wouldn't be fair.
Do you want to do free throws?
What if we do headstands? I always do handstands, and you see my videos for that.
I'll be in last place.
It's whoever can stay in a headstand the longest.
I feel like you have a definite advantage there.
Well, if you can balance yourself, and you can...
Which I cannot.
You might. You've never done it. I don't just stand on my hands or my head. It's like a head and hands. And so it's... Once you do it, it can be very easy. But how long can you actually stay upside down?
Is that bad for bad shoulders? I'm trying to think.
No, I mean, your shoulders are on the ground.
Putt shack, mini golf.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good one.
Mini golf
Modern
challenge?
version, yeah.
A couple people are saying javelin.
Javelin.
I don't think I've ever seen a real javelin.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
kind of
fun.
what the paper airplane is.
Well,
to some degree.
the nice thing about
Version of javelin.
the nice thing about javelin or something like that is none of us have ever thrown one.
Breakdancing.
Oh,
How do you label that?
Who would judge?
I'm not Australian.
An esteemed panel.
I don't think so.
An esteemed panel.
what is something that none of us have done, like javelin or the hammer throw or some sort of track thing?
Kicking field goals.
Oh, that's not a bad
That's
idea,
a
but
great one, too.
I think those are
ballet is a
damn
good one.
Pie eating contest.
What about shooting guns?
No.
With aim.
We had a laser gun battle.
I mean, I would like. How about just a shooting competition?
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about a battle like 18 North Central, a free for all, team death.
Ooh, that would be rad.
A free for all death match.
We can do that. What about target shooting?
Great.
Clays?
I'd love to.
No, I mean like go to a range and shoot 22s.
Oh.
Well, we could try something.
Do
Have
that.
you guys, has anyone in
Please.
here used a crossbow before?
No.
Okay, I think that could work.
Listen, we have 5 right now.
Yeah, we can work
Cartplex,
on it.
bowling, art, airplane, mini golf.
We talked about, what else did we talk about? Some stuff that's not physical. I think at one point we talked about an IQ test. I don't know if that got thrown out the window.
Or a spelling bee or a math.
Spelling bee, yeah.
Spelling bee.
The keyboard speed.
Oh, words per minute?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it.
Corey had a
I
great
would be
idea.
toast.
What is it?
We go to like Dave & Buster's or Swing Around Funtown. $100 each. Most tickets win.
That is
tickets win.
sweet.
That is a brilliant idea.
What a
Brilliant. Oh, man, that's a good idea. Because there are some that it's just like gambling.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you're really risking it all. You're getting nothing or you're getting
Dude.
1,000 tickets.
Somebody just sent me.
I like that one.
I have a 1979 Lincoln Continental with no radio, no AC. I'm willing to donate to the Trek 270 punishment.
Oh, my Lord.
Has it passed inspection?
It's like a vanilla-colored old Lincoln Continental.
Is it in front of wood panel?
Dang. Brutal.
All right. Listen,
Scavenger hunt.
We got some good ones.
We got the good ones to start.
Got some
We can
good
start
ones.
the competition. We'll pick 3 more and then we'll do it. But we're good. We're locked in on the punishment. We're ready to go.
Yes.
There it is. The Riz Olympics. Whew. We're going to start next week. And yeah, we're going to film everything. We're going to put it up online. We'll talk about it. It's going to be great. There we go. You
Here
wanted
we go.
punishments?
You got
'em.
it.
Thank you, guys.
You got 'em.
Winning this.
You got them. All right. That's the Riz Olympics. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Let's give away some stuff. Rafe, after the break, we're playing
Guess the lyric.
Guess the Lyric.
Very simple game. 9 possible points. I will read you a lyric from a popular rock, hip hop, or pop song. I will leave a blank. If you guess the lyric, you will have a chance to score 2 extra points by guessing the artist in the song. You have to guess the lyric in order to guess the other 2. You have to complete 6 out of 9 points to win. You have a lifeline in the room. This is the order it should go in. I will say the lyric. If you don't know, I will scat the lyric. If you still don't know, I would use the lifeline in the room. You can use your lifeline at any point. It's very simple, very straightforward.
All right. If you want to play Guess the Lyric, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We have Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper tickets. We got Cage Elephant tickets. We got Jim Jeffries tickets. We got Gore tickets. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Guess the Lyric next. All right, it's 8:35. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. 2 lanes closed due to a crash 270 northbound at Gravois. Your point forecast crazy hot with some scattered storms. High of 95, heat index of 104.
This is a Swamp Ass Alert.
Right now it's 76 at the Point Studio.
Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, good to see you, good to see you. Have a seat, man. Just wanted to have a chat with you, King Scott's Virginity, just to talk with you real fast and just to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you've done for King Scott and for his lovely fiance. And I also wanted to say that you've been such a big part of our lives, you know, whether it's the show or just in our personal lives. And relationships end, and it's time for you to go. And I didn't want you to be shocked, to be surprised or anything, so I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the wedding night, what's to come, so to speak. So when two people are in love, they get married, and then after they get married, they normally go away somewhere, someplace beautiful, and then they get, you know what I mean? Like, they will go behind doors. I recommend going behind doors and then you that so that bitch can't get out. You show her God. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show her.
Fellas, listen up. You got to take care of your health so you can take care of the people around you. I know you got a lot of people dependent on you, and they can't depend on you if you're not 100%. So go to Victory Men's Health, get your blood tested to a microcellular level, and get your ass back to 100%. That's what we all want, right? And maybe, you know, maybe you're not feeling yourself. Who knows what's going on, man? Could be a vitamin deficiency. Maybe you need some testosterone therapy. Maybe you need some peptides. Maybe you need some collagen. Maybe you need to lose a few pounds. You need some help with that. Maybe you're having a little trouble south of the border. It happens sometimes. Whatever's going on, they've got a treatment plan that they can custom make for you at Victory Men's Health. And the best part of Victory is they're your biggest cheerleader. They're there with you every step of the way. It's not a journey you have to take by yourself. So go to one of their locations. There's 4 of them, one in East O'Fallon, one in Sunset Hills, and one in Town and Country that the 3 of us go to. Get yourself an appointment scheduled at victorymenshealth.com and take your health back in 2024. That's victorymenshealth.com.
All right, it's Riz. It's Jeff Burton backstage at Point Fest with Eric and Jeff from Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
You seem like you're like a morning radio show where you're all
A
amped
lot
up
of-
on caffeine.
Did you know I do a morning radio show?
do?
Yeah.
All right.
And a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Hey.
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Hi.
It's kind of morning. That's why
To
I'm
me,
commenting
yeah.
on that. Yeah.
So how have the shows been so far? I mean, Jeff's the new guy. So what hazing has been going on, or any?
Did you ever see Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bars of soap and
yeah,
socks?
no, we haven't been doing that. But I just wondered if you saw the movie.
Of course I did.
It's a great movie.
He's
And
just a big fan of the movie.
I thought we were going to talk about Stanley Kubrick today because that.
Oh, we
you know,
can. We
yeah,
can. What do you want to know?
Just how great he was.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great. No, seriously, no hazing? We don't do any of that stuff still?
No,
or are we too
he's-
old for that?
We're not never too old for that. That's,
You're just not talking about it, is what it
yeah.
is.
Well, no, and he's doing such a great job. So.
He is.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. And
Yeah.
one of the things about being the new guy, and I've been the new guy before, talk about reaction from the fans, reaction from everybody else being that new guy.
Yeah, ultimately, that's not even up to me, so it's not something I can really control. All I can really control is going out there and just presenting STP at the best of my ability, which is all I really try to do. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. Just try to go up there and do the songs justice and do them the way they made me feel when I heard them, you know, growing up and through my musical journeys. You know, listening to Stone Temple Pilots had a huge influence on me. So.
Who did you listen to growing up?
Oh man, Simon and Garfunkel, Gordon Lightfoot, the Carpenters. My dad's record collection was very instrumental in my songwriting and my base of where I started from. And then, you know, as I got older and was in bands, I was always the guitar player. I never wanted to be the center of attention. It's funny how that works out, but. It was when Core came out. It was the same year that was the year I put down the guitar for a whole year and didn't pick one up, and all I did was concentrate on vocals. And it wasn't because of them, but it just happened to be that same time, and front men like Scott and people like that, and just seeing how that worked and how great it was. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I want to do.
So you know what's great is he was just mentioning his influences and when he was growing up with Simon Garfunkel and Gordon Lightfoot, and then you throw in Fleetwood Mac, Elton John, stuff that was pop in the 70s. When I was a kid, it was more of a singer-songwriter kind of influence, even though that was considered pop radio. But that's what we all grew up on. So that whole concept of the songwriting, the presentation, that's deep in our DNA. So I think
making it about the song.
Yeah, making it about the song. And I think he's just kind of tapping into that.
So the new record came out last month, which congratulations. I mean, it sounds
Thank
great.
you.
The reviews have been amazing on it. I'm sure there was there a hesitation to even keep the name Stone Temple Pilots moving forward?
No, not at all.
I mean, was there much backlash? Or did you hear about it? I mean,
I didn't hear about it. I read about it, but I didn't hear about it.
So I mean,
no one would say that to my face, but they but the little trolls would be on there.
Yeah,
just
of course.
typing
Listen,
away,
of course.
just going, all right, this is cool. This is cool.
Was it always a thing like, hey, we're going to keep on moving forward with the Stuntable Pilot's name, or was there even a thought of, hey, you know what, Scott's not here anymore, Chester's not here anymore?
No, we have such deep love and respect for him, but it was, you know, as far as moving forward, that's a whole different topic. But we definitely, every day, you know, we talk about Chester and talk about Scott and how much we appreciate them as artists, as humans, and, you know, what they contributed and the times we had together, yeah.
Was there even a thought of saying, that's it, it's over?
Oh, yeah.
So what was the decision to keep moving forward?
It's just when you come out of the depression, when you come out of the sadness.
Because there was a lot of sadness and sorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you think about everything. It's like it's just kind of like any breakup would be, where you're totally depressed and you hate yourself, you hate everything, you hate the world, and you just kind of come out of the haze and say, you know what, we have a lot to contribute. We have a lot of joy in what we do, and we want to share it with everybody. And there's a lot of people that still want to see it and appreciate the shows. Our shows have been sold out ever since.
You guys look tremendously happy on stage. Yeah. And hearing some of the stuff that, I mean, as a Stuntable Pilots fan for many, many years, hearing songs that I've never heard played live before, like, you know, Silver Gun Superman. I've never heard that song played live before.
Yeah, that's great. And then we were just playing in Nashville last night, and the way he sang Atlanta.
Atlanta's
it was incredible.
Another great song.
Yeah.
You know, Sex and Violence I haven't heard in a long, long time. You know, these are songs that have kind of been resting for a long time, and now you're bringing them back with your own style, which is great. And everybody looks happy on stage.
It's working.
So far, so
we're having
good.
a grand old time. Yeah.
Then you're gonna see
until the sock full of nickels.
But the sock full of soap, you don't really get bruised too bad. It's more of a deep internal bruise.
Oh, I could just imagine you guys just throwing the blanket over and just holding them down on the bunk.
You're giving him ideas, is what you're doing.
I know.
If he starts hearing Joker on the bus, that's when he's going to start to get scared.
So, Jeff, for you, I mean, you guys went through a year and a half audition process.
Yeah, it was a long, long time.
So how did you come up with Jeff here?
Jeff, he did not actually submit his songs to us.
Well, my buddy Kevin Putney yesterday over the 1-2-3 Mortgage team, there's some exciting news. So the Federal Reserve is hinting at potential interest rate cuts for the first time in years. So this is a great opportunity for you who own a home, and a great opportunity for those looking to buy a house. Now, why does it matter? How about refinancing? Lower your monthly payments or shorten your loan term. A couple years ago when the rates were low, my wife and I refinanced our house with Kevin Putney. We took our 30-year down to a 15. So we're going to pay off our house early. Home equity. Access your home's equity for renovations or major expenses. And if you're looking to buy a home, secure your dream home with more affordable financing. And Kevin Putney's going to do all this for you. He's going to make everything simple and painless. So, yes, be prepared for a rate cut. And they're thinking maybe mid-September. So let's get the ball rolling. Call Kevin Putney at the 1-2-3 Mortgage Team. 314-862-0123. That's 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restricted supply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage LLC. NMLS 3029. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. 123mortgage.com. 314-862-0123.
What an absolute honor. This is first Ho-Ho show of 2017. Headliner tonight, Rise Against, Tim McElrath from Rise Against. Absolute pleasure to meet you, man.
Good to be here, yeah.
So, okay, a couple of things that I wanted to ask you about, but I think I'm going to kind of start on the serious side of things, if that's all right with you.
Let's do it.
It is an unbelievable time in our country politically. Some people would maybe not.
Riz, whenever it is.
All right, let's give away some stuff.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
All right, we're playing Guess the Lyric. That's right. Some great prizes. We've got Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper tickets. The show is happening on Sunday over at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Cage the Elephant with Young the Giant. September 12th at the Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Guar September 17th. Over at the pageant, we got tickets to go see comedian Jim Jeffries. at the Fabulous Fox Theater Friday night, September 13th, with Mark Normand and Dan Soder. So we'll get you on the phone, and you have to get a total of
6 points.
6 points. So each song lyric has a potential for 3 points.
That is correct. I will say a lyric with a missing word. If you guess the word and finish the lyric, that's your first point, and then you can get 2 additional points by song title and artist. But you must get the lyric. So if you don't know the lyric, I would have me scat it for you. Be sure. And if you can't get it, then defer to somebody in the room. You get 1 lifeline per 3. You can pick anyone but me because I know the lyrics. And we'll get you to 6 points. We'll get you some tickets. Otherwise, you go home empty-handed.
Okay. Well, it's easy once we get going here.
It's very easy.
Chrissy in Highland. Good morning, Chrissy.
Hi.
Hi. All right, Chrissy. Here we go. It's time to finish the lyric.
All right, Chrissy.
Alrighty.
All right, Chrissy, are you ready? Here comes your first one. It is of the pop genre. I'm off the deep end. Watch as I blank in.
Can you scat it?
I'm off the deep end. Watch as I blank in.
Fall?
Watch as I fall in.
I'm sorry, it is dive in.
Oh.
And dive in. The song is Shallow by Lady Gaga.
I would not have
sometimes
known that.
Bradley Cooper.
I would.
Nor
Would
would I.
you have known that?
Nope.
I do believe someone in the room would have known.
Okay. Come on, Chrissy. Next one. You got to get this.
All right, Chrissy. This would be classic rock. There must be some kind of way out of here, said the blank to the thief.
Can you scat it?
There must be some kind of way out of here, said the blank to the thief.
Really good.
Lern, you know this one?
Yes, Joker.
Joker, yes.
All right, Lern, do you know the song and title as well?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
All Along the Watchtower. And I'm imagining it's Jimi Hendrix, but also Bob Dylan.
It is Jimi Hendrix. I definitely scattered the Jimi Hendrix version.
All right. There's 3 points.
There's 3. You got to sweep out on your own. Are you ready?
On your own, Chrissy.
Ready. Got this.
This is unfortunately of the pop genre as well. It is a very popular song, so I feel good. I can feel my blank when I'm with you, but I love it. I can't feel my blank when I'm with you, but I love it.
Chase by The Weeknd.
That's correct. And what is the name of the song?
I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd.
There you go. Nice. 3 for 3.
Congratulations.
Swept out. Well done,
Did you know that,
Chrissy.
Boone?
Yes.
I actually knew that, too.
Yeah.
Scott, did you know that? All right, he knew that.
I feel like it's a relatively popular weekend song.
Yeah, I
He
love
sang
The
it at the
Weeknd.
Super Bowl.
Aaron. Good morning. Hello. Where is he?
Hey, Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
Aaron. Aaron.
You done messed up, Aaron.
He got roll called in.
Gone, dude. He's
Aaron's
gone.
out.
Aaron's gone.
Chris. Hello.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, it's Chris who's actually on the phone.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
All right, Chris.
Hey.
Here we go. Guess the lyric.
Chris, are you ready to play Guess the Lyric?
Let's go.
Here we go, baby. First one. Blue Jean Baby. L.A. lady. She was a blank for the band.
Can you scat it?
Blue Jean Baby. L.A. lady. She was a blank for the band.
I don't know. Lern, help me out.
Seamstress for
Correct.
the band. Tiny Dancer, Elton John.
Also 3 for 3. Lern is crushing for
Right.
people
You didn't
today.
know that, Chris?
I'm sorry.
What the
I
hell's
know
wrong
Rocket
with you?
Man.
I know Rocket Man.
I'm
Good song,
sorry.
too.
What is wrong?
I'm sorry. I know Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
I'm only allowed to know one Elton John song.
You got 3 points there.
All right, you're on your own from here on out, Chris.
All right.
Second lyric. I'm going to swing from the blank, and it's the same word.
What genre?
Scat it for me.
Pop. I'm going to swing from the blank,
Oh, man, you did it.
You didn't think I knew the song, did you? You didn't think I knew the song.
I don't know. I'm just going to guess top.
Oh.
Sia. Chandelier.
Chandelier. The name's Chandelier by Sia. That's all right.
All right.
This is it.
This is it, Chris.
This is from the pop rock genre. Very popular song. No excuses, Chris.
Okay.
I remember when I lost my blank.
Scat it for me.
I remember when I lost my blank.
Mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
By Gnarls Barkley.
All right, Chris.
Very
Congrats.
good.
Wowee.
Well, we got there, guys.
Holy moly.
All right,
These
Jesse.
have been two really anxiety-riddled couple offers and having to sweep out. Good job, Chris. Congratulations.
Jesse, you there?
Yep.
All right, Jesse. Here we go.
All right, Jesse, are you ready?
I'll give it a try. Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, Jesse, this is from the pop genre. Blank memories. That is all I am taking with me.
Hammer out for me.
Blank memories. That is all I am taking with me.
I'm having a stupid moment.
Well,
that's a tough one.
Feel free to use the lifeline if you like.
Don't pick
come on, Lauren.
Learn.
Hang on. Can you scat it one more time? Because I'm also having.
You know this one, Moon?
I know
Yes,
this. I know the
of course
artist
I know
and this
this one.
title, but I
Would
don't
I know
know.
I don't think you would get this right.
Memories. That is all I am taking with me. So goodbye.
It's Whitney Houston. I will always love you. Sweet memories.
You're getting close. Sound it out.
Sweet. It's not sweet.
There's one more syllable.
I mean, you got
You're
it wrong.
sweet. Wait, hang on. I know. I
She's
got it wrong.
sounding it out.
Do you have to get the lyric to be
Wait,
able to
it's
get the
one
other,
word?
the other points? Oh.
It's one word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you spell it for her?
One word. I mean, it's one word. It's a blank.
I know. I say, I didn't know there was so many-
bittersweet.
I didn't know
There
there
we
was
go.
so many
I'm going to give it to her. It is bittersweet.
Hey, Whitney Houston, I'll always love you.
Killed it.
All right, Jesse.
I was
You're
like,
on
it's
your own
in
now.
there.
You got 3 points. You're lucky.
Bittersweet is one word. All right. On your own, bud. Are you ready?
All right. Yeah, we'll give it a
This is
try.
from the rock genre.
Right up his alley.
All right.
Right down the middle. I got my first real blank. Bought it at the 5 and dime.
Guitar.
Oh,
Well,
Correct.
on the right track.
no.
Six string. I got my first real 6 string. Summer of 69, baby.
Ryan Adams.
All right, man.
This is it.
All right,
Once
man.
again, we've backed ourselves in a corner. It's all or nothing.
All right.
Got to hit a home run
All
here.
right.
Lucky for you, it's a rock genre yet again. Tommy used to work on the docks. Blank been on strike. He's down on its luck. It's tough.
It's Gina.
Pardon?
Would it be Gina?
Union's been on strike.
You missed the wrong. Yeah, he was going for the
Union's
wrong
been
one.
on strike.
Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike.
He's out.
He's down on his luck. It's tough.
He knew the song,
He
too.
did. I would encourage people to use the scat and use the lifelines.
All right, Michael, you ready to play?
Sometimes it will
I
help.
am. Let's do it.
All right, Michael, here we go.
All right, Michael. Here we go, bud. Number 1. It's been a long time since I rock and rolled. Been a long time since I did the blank.
Oh, I know this song and it's not popping into my head. Go ahead and scat it for me because your voice is so beautiful.
Since I rock and roll. It's been a long time since I did the blank.
All right, Lern, you've been good today.
That would be Stroll, and that is
There we
Rock
go.
and Roll by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, she's 3 for 3.
Got it.
You're really saving people's asses today.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
All right, you're on your own from here on out, bud. Good luck.
We got this.
She's got a smile that seems to me, reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as blank as a bright blue sky.
Go ahead and scat it.
She has a smile that seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as blank as a bright blue sky.
Gotta do the echoes.
Thank you. I needed some help on that one.
Is it bright?
Well,
everything is bright as a bright blue sky.
Oh, no, yeah, that wouldn't be it.
Nope, that would be Fresh.
Yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine. Fresh. Obviously by Harry Chapin Carpenter.
Yes.
Okay.
Last one.
Last one. That's all or nothing, bud.
That is of that lyric the toughest word.
It really
to
is.
leave blank.
And it's the weirdest one that he selected.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen, how many times have I played that song? 5 gazillion.
Did you know it?
I blanked.
It just doesn't. It doesn't seem like an Axl Rose type of word. Like if you're sitting down, and you know,
it doesn't.
Going through and it's like, I'm going to say,
hey, Slash. You also have to go to like Step Brothers, the car scene where they're doing it a cappella.
Yeah. Did you know Fresh?
I didn't. No, but if I would have sang it to myself, I maybe would have gotten there. But yeah, Fresh is a weird word.
I would not have.
I hum that word every time I sing the song because I've never known it.
Hey, man.
You'll know it now.
I will.
I believe in you, bud, and I say let it go for now. Well, let's focus on this last lyric.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's Axel's fault. That wasn't your fault. That was Axel's fault.
That's on Axel.
This is of the rock genre. Classic rock, I would say. Hey, you with the pretty face. Blank to the human race.
Go ahead and scat it.
Hey, you with the pretty face. Blank to the human race.
Oh.
No, I
that helped, but it's still not popping into my head. I wish I had my lifeline learned.
Please tell us why. Please tell us why.
Oh, I know.
This person's coming to St. Louis.
She's bursting at the seams over here.
Yeah, I don't have it.
It's yellow. It's Mr. Blue Sky. Welcome to the human
Welcome to
race.
the human race, Mr. Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra.
And he will play that on September 6th. And if you've ever had any interest in ELO, go. It's a beautiful show.
And I've never seen him, but I love ELO, so I might
more.
actually go to that.
And this is it, the final tour. Yeah.
What day is that?
It's September 6th, next Friday.
I do somewhat feel that
I'm
if you
in
don't
town.
love ELO, you don't know ELO.
To know it is to love it, for sure.
Well, I mean, in the reverse. I'm saying like if you don't know who they are, you don't know anything.
I think
them.
everybody knows a lot of ELO songs, but don't know it's
But
ELO.
doesn't know that it's a
Evil
band called
Woman.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Don't Let Me Down.
I was guilty of that for a long time. Where I was like, everyone would talk about ELO, and I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like it's
And
almost
then
something-
I'd be like, but I love all 9 of these songs.
Oh my God, there's 20 songs that he'll play.
But as far as like the band goes and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of one of those things that you have to find. You know, like Guns N' Roses finds you at some point if you live long enough. Whitney Houston will find you if you live long enough.
Right.
ELO is kind of like they're over here on a bench waiting for you to
we're
find
good.
them.
Paul Rudd got me in
They also
ELO.
didn't tour for like 30 years.
Oh,
and
maybe that was
Jeff
it.
Lynne preserved that voice, and it sounds so good. So go.
All right,
pristine.
one final contestant here.
One final contestant.
Ryan,
Let's
hello.
see. Which one do I want to use?
Hello.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Final contestant. Guess the lyric.
All right, Ryan. You ready, bud?
Yes, sir.
Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a blank man. And this is classic rock.
That woman.
Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a blank man. I've been soaring ever higher.
Help me out, Riz. I can't think of it.
Okay, it's Kansas.
Correct.
Okay, give me the.
Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a blank man.
Should have picked Lern.
It's up there, brother. She knows it.
No, I don't. I don't. I knew it was
you know it's
Kansas.
Kansas.
I know
Carry
this-
On.
And yes, and I know that. But
What's the song?
It's Carry On My Wayward Son.
Correct.
Can we give him half? Can we give him 1 point?
You gotta get it, man.
I know.
Is it
Madman.
Madman.
Of course.
Still was a madman.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I knew the song. Did you know the song, Ryan?
I did.
Okay. Well, we were hoping you were going to say no so you could feel better.
So I could feel better about it. But
All right, Ryan.
I feel terrible now.
Listen, this one's a gimme. All right? So don't even, we should at least make it to the third. This is all on you. All right? Just pay attention. You can't always get what you want. But if you blank sometimes, well, you might find you get what you need.
I think I know it, but I want you to scan it anyway.
You can't always get what you want. But if you blank sometimes, well, you might find you get what you need.
Try.
Yeah.
Okay. Song?
Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't always get what you want.
I would hope to God you get that. It's in the title. All right.
All right, on the board.
All right, final one. Here we go.
Final one for all the marbles. Do we end on a winner, Ryan? Let's find out right now. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw the blank a dime in your prime, didn't you?
Scattered for me.
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw the blank a dime in your prime, didn't you?
That was awesome.
Well, I know the artist now.
I know. I figured the artist out.
I didn't know the song before.
Can you do it one more time?
Once
Riz?
upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw the blank a dime in your prime, didn't you? I'll say it again. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw the blanks a dime in your prime, didn't you?
Oh, what a terrible song.
Think it through.
Give us the artist. You give us the artist and title.
Artist and title. Think about context.
I know Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the title.
You know the lyric.
3, 2, 1.
In the nick of time.
No, we're so far off. That would be through the bums a dime. Through the bums a dime in your prime, didn't
Bums?
you? And the song
Bums a dime was the missing word?
Through the bums a dime. I mean, contextually.
The hell is that mean?
You guys
Once
didn't know
upon a
that?
time, you dressed so fine, through the bums a dime in your prime, didn't you? Who'd you throw a dime to?
Oh, throw
the
bums.
bums.
To the bums a dime.
Bums
Oh,
a
I
dime
thought you
sounds
said
like a
bums a
trucking
dime.
company.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Bums.
what you were talking about.
Just bums.
Bums
Okay,
a dime.
bums was the
Bums,
word.
like the people who lost at this show.
Bums a dime is the company that
I thought the
Cyberdyne
word
bought
was
out.
missing was bums a dime. I don't even.
Bums a dime. What
You're like, all right, man, you're being kind of a jerk now.
It's an eye cream, I think.
No, it is only
word
bums.
did Bob Dylan just make up?
It's simply bums. I like bums.
All right. Well, we had a couple winners.
And the song was
Like a
Rolling Stone, which was the previous band.
Some of you did good. Some of you did terribly.
We did all right today.
One dude didn't know Tiny Dancer. I'm still disappointed.
I'm a little upset still.
All right, listen, it's after 9 o'clock now. We do want to make a quick radio announcement. Yep, got the trumpets going and everything.
Wow.
Punk Rock Christmas. Yes, I know it's August, but we're talking about Christmas time. Punk Rock Christmas is back. Moon, give us the particulars.
Well, over the weekend, I was actually hosting a big Team Riz event, and a lot of members were like, hey, what's going on Punk Rock Christmas? I need to set aside my day for Punk Rock Christmas, knowing that the show is back and bigger than ever. We figured we'd announce it today. Tickets go on sale 10 a.m. Punk Rock Christmas. The best Christmas songs of all time, punked up by the All-Star Band, featuring members of Goldfinger, Ludo, Greek Fire, Cavo, Tidal, Volume, and more, with special guest Clownvis. A more family-friendly holiday cheer crammed into one building than should be legal in this country. 2 shows, December 7th at the Pageant. We're going to do a 3 p.m. matinee show that's going to be full family show. There's limited 4-packs available for families. And then the 8 p.m. party like last year. Exclusive merch add-ons are available at purchase. And, man, it's going to be an absolute blast. Last year was, and I'm not just saying this, last year's Punk Rock Christmas show was one of the most memorable and my favorite shows, one of my most favorite shows that I've played in 25 years of professional concerts, and that's all bands.
Nice.
There was something just so super, super special. Nobody's Christmased out by the first weekend in December. You know what I mean? Everybody's just loving everything Christmas.
Yeah, I was wearing boots and I jumped off the riser and I almost killed myself.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Knees
buckled.
We make Christmas basically just throw up all over the pageant, but it is really fun. We do all the classics. We do a lot of the famous ones from TVs and movie stuff. We do hymns. We do all of it. There's something for everybody. And my mother, who is 80 years old, said it was her favorite show of all time, and she was even crying during one part of it. So,
all right, so December 7th at the pageant, 2 shows, 8 p.m. plus a special 3 p.m. family show. Tickets are on sale Friday at 10 a.m.
Friday at 10 a.m. They will be on sale. There'll be a link on the Points website, 1057thepoint.com, and then, of course, thepageant.com as well.
Page Ant. Christmas has come early, folks.
Awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Last year sold out in advance, so
I wouldn't wait.
Don't miss the opportunity to get in.
All right. Thank you, Moon. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got some news for you. It is 9:07. Hey, some new laws took effect today here in Missouri.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will fill you in on the particulars. Good news for chickens.
If I didn't already have a podcast title.
9:07, Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Things are clear on the highways. Your point forecast, crazy hot and some scattered storms. High of 95, heat index of 104.
This is a Swamp Ass Alert.
Right now it's 77 at the Point Studio.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show? Who does number 2 work for? Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither. But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show. In the wild ecosystem of the workplace, there's a unique species we've all encountered and have to navigate. The boss. Ugh. Just as David Attenborough would guide us through the behaviors of lions and gazelles on the African plains, let me take you on an office safari.
It's the time to drive and save big, and you can save big at R&R Tire Express this Labor Day. Now, you heard me talk about all that they do and their experience, once you experience buying tires through R&R Tire Express, you will never do it any other way. They offer easy payments with buy now, pay later plans, no credit needed. Everybody's approved. You got that peace of mind coverage that's incredible, like, installation being included, mountain balance is included, rotations, even flat repair while you're on payments. That's all free. That's incredible. Peace of mind coverage there. But then you also have instant savings awaiting you right now on all in-stock tires and wheels now through September 3rd. Okay, so now through September 3rd, you get 10% off every payment. 10% off every payment. We're talking 10% off the tires that you need and the wheels that you want from the best and the biggest brands in the industry. Why wait? There are major savings on the line, so get in there before you finalize any sort of Labor Day plans. Visit rnrtires.com/RNR Midwest. You can request a quick quote today. Just go and put in SAVE10, SAVE10, and connect with R&R for 10% off every payment. 5 area locations will make it easy for you. Everybody needs a little R&R. Start on the website, rnrtires.com.
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'll eat places. Been running up that road, been running in my heels, been running on the buildings and those places. If only could. That was Kate W. Bush, Running Up the Hill.
We We are backstage at Point Fest, and we have the absolute pleasure for the first time of speaking to Ash from New Year's Day. Welcome, and it's great to have you at Point Fest.
We're so honored to be at Point Fest today. It was so much fun.
You had that crowd going. You know what I mean? How do you handle the challenge when you are coming into a situation where you know, there's a headliner, we're playing a little bit earlier on in the day. That is not an easy thing a lot of times, but a lot of bands enjoy that challenge.
We are one of those bands.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd love to be the headliner eventually and play later time slots, but I really do enjoy being one of the openers, even though it was hot.
Yeah.
Even though it was so hot. But we enjoy opening the crowd because, one, they're energetic, they're ready to start the day, and I feel like I can really get them to rock out.
Yep.
They're not, 5 beers deep and have been in the sun for 8 hours yet.
Right.
I do enjoy that. And I like a challenge. I grew up, I love wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So I always love the idea of being the heel and having to go out and turn the crowd. And I let the crowd kind of look at you like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
And then have them in the palm of your hand by the end.
Absolutely.
Even if they're booing. Just kidding, but they weren't.
But the power of you know what I didn't understand when I was a kid and watched wrestling so much and get
Are
it
you a
now.
wrestling fan too?
I am a wrestling fan, absolutely. The power of the heel. You know what I mean?
I would rather be the heel than the baby face.
Right. But when I was a kid, I would have never thought that, never got how cool that aspect of it was. But it's the answer. So as a wrestling fan, you got to play WrestleMania.
I did. Yeah, WrestleMania 37.
Right.
Yeah.
So how many WrestleManias ago was that at this point? Because I'm not
one
sure.
WrestleMania ago.
So can you kind of talk about that experience and like how incredible? I mean, I know it was incredible, but like, how did it happen? The whole thing.
Long story short, I was doing a songwriting session for our last record in New York, and it was with a songwriter that didn't really understand what we were going for as New Year's Day. And he was very polite. He goes, "I don't really get you, but there's some metal guys down the hall that might love it." And so all I did was knock on their door, and they happened to be the songwriting team for WWE. It literally was like that, just fate.
Wow.
And they go, "Wow, we love your voice. We have a new up-and-coming wrestler who loves metal music. We think you would be great for her. Would you be interested?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Of course I'd be interested. And it was Rhea Ripley. Can you believe that? Not at the start of her. She's had a very long career. She's worked very hard. But it was at kind of the earlier stages of her NXT days.
Right.
So I've been her theme song for 5-6 years. Yeah.
It's incredible. What is it like playing that venue when it's that big on TV,
Unreal.
the whole thing?
Unreal. I think I blacked out.
I was just going to say, do you remember things from it or just
no,
before and
it happened
after?
so fast.
Right.
I feel like it was raining. It was in Tampa, Florida. It was at the Buccaneers. I forget the stadium. Anyway, but it was raining all day, so we didn't get a sound check, and it felt like the longest day until it was time to go. And it happened so fast.
Yeah.
They said, "Hurry up, go around this corner, get on stage." We didn't know where we were going. We just all of a sudden turned a corner, and it was 50,000 people. They didn't tell us where the pyro was or where the fireworks were going to be or when they would go off.
All right. Well,
they just said, "Get out there and go."
Well, that's a little alarming and maybe not particularly very safe now that we're talking about
but
it.
you know what? None of us went up in flames,
Good.
so all is well, and it was awesome. And a little fun fact about it is we had no idea what was going on truly, that Rhea Ripley missed her entrance cue and came out a little bit too early and did the stomp, and none of the fireworks went off, and she went, "Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to be here right now." So we just rocked out.
Unbelievable. That is so fantastic.
Isn't that wild?
So I've heard a thing. So in my house, all right, my wife, I don't know the best way to say this. There is never a time that it is not Halloween, okay?
I love that.
There are scary movie posters in my living room.
Oh, I love
there are
that.
pumpkins 24/7. I mean, there is never a time that it is not Halloween season. The thing that would concern me is if my wife toured and was able to go place to place and see all of the Halloween stuff that they have everywhere, there would be probably a monetary issue going on. How do you not buy things everywhere? Because I'm sure you see cool stuff all of the freaking time.
I used to be really bad. I'd have to buy extra tubs for our trailer, and all my oddities, all of my Halloween decorations filled the tubs.
Yeah.
Now we're full.
Back at school, and you got to assess that the damage done this summer. The kids bringing the outside, inside, the dogs making a mess, the kid from up the street who, dropped ice cream on the white carpet. You got to get Zero Res in there. Zero Res, St. Louis's ultimate carpet cleaner. This month, Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $119. Also, don't forget about your air ducts. Your air ducts are like the lungs of the home. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. And if you or anybody in your family suffers from allergies or asthma, or you just want cleaner, healthier air, Zero Res can help you out. They got their new H2 Hypervac truck. Yes, the latest and greatest when it comes to cleaning out your air ducts. The latest and greatest in technology. So schedule your appointment with Zero Res at 314-474-2020, or you can book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com. And say you want the Riz Show special. Spelled backward or forward, it spells the same. It's Zero Res.
All right, so here we are, backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut. Gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and
Back to the program. Now let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
All right, a series of bills approved in this year's Missouri legislative session will officially take effect today.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of them. I just want to focus on 2 of them. There's SB 754. This is the celebratory gunfire ban. Remember, we kind of talked about this a couple months ago. Well, officially, today is the day. Missouri has banned celebratory gunfire, which you'd think would be banned already.
Right. That'll show them.
I know a good way to celebrate that bill going into effect.
Yeah. Well, you can't. Can't legally.
Well.
Yeah, if people are shooting their guns in the air, are these law-abiding citizens as it is?
No, they're not. So this is kind of a nonsense thing.
Is this gonna... Well, okay, so Missouri will ban, or has banned now, celebratory gunfire, and anybody suspected of unlawfully discharging a firearm in such a manner will face criminal negligence charges. The legislation aims to crack down on reckless gunfire that may happen over holidays, such as New Year's Day, such as 4th of July. It was more commonly known as Blair's Law among the Missouri lawmakers, recognizing a girl that was fatally struck by celebratory gunfire in Kansas City back in 2011. So violations would result in a misdemeanor after one offense and felony charges after any additional offenses. I would think that'd be a felony right away.
Mm-hmm.
But who am I? I don't make the laws. And there's HB 2062. That's the property rights bill.
Property rights bill. I don't remember.
Backyard chickens. That's right. Backyard chickens.
Okay.
Okay.
The backyard chickens law. So homeowner associations are as of today, homeowner associations are no longer allowed to restrict the ownership of chickens in Missouri neighborhoods.
That's awesome.
So we can have chickens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, the legislation gives homeowners the freedom to raise, own, and house up to 6 chickens. And HOAs, you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. Sure, I can't have my garbage cans out front, and I understand that. But I could have chickens out back.
You heard
Can't
that.
do diddly squat. HOAs cannot prohibit single chicken coop structures, but they can, but they can ban roosters.
Why?
No roosters or more than 6 chickens.
Because they crow?
Yeah, roosters.
Yeah.
I get that. I understand that one. I get that one. That's fine. But can I have 4 chickens? Yep. Can I have 5 chickens? Yep.
Right on.
6 chickens? Yep.
Chicken Palooza.
7?
7's the number.
7 is the number. No more than 6. So supporters hope that chickens can help enrich soil, control the bug population by eating them, and provide the family eggs. So yes, good news for chickens today.
Love it.
Chickens all over Missouri rejoicing.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah. Who's looking forward to the iPhone 16? Anybody?
Right here.
Are you?
Sure. I love a new phone. Who doesn't?
I typically skip a number or two, and right now I'm rocking the 15, so not thinking
You're
about
good?
16.
Okay, so maybe you're more 17. You're
Really
waiting
not.
for the
I
17.
think I have
right.
a 14.
More of an
Oh,
odd
so this
number
is-
guy.
Yeah, mine's very old, so it's time to.
Still got the 3 going, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I got the 15 when I smashed my phone in L.A., and I was expecting because it was 15, it seemed like the hallmark number. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, though, there's going to be some big changes on the 15, baby. This is going to be the one you want to get. And
Nah.
Titanium case. That's what the big iPhone 15 unveiling was all about.
Well, the 16 series release date is nearly here. You could expect new iPhones, new Apple Watch models, and AirPods. Apple announced they have the iPhone 16 event happening Monday, September 9th at noon St. Louis time. The event will take place, as always, at the Steve Jobs Theater, the company's headquarters in Cupertino. If you go to apple.com, the events page has been updated to reflect the big reveal on how you could watch. I guess how you could watch when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Tune into apple.com or you use the Apple TV app.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
So September 9th, yeah.
I can't wait for that little antenna you can pull up. That's going to be cool.
Yep. Well, you know I like to make my Apple announcement hummus.
Of course you do.
So
It's always a big day.
Getting
Get the
ready for
chickpeas
that.
out.
Headline, horny, lonely dolphin blamed for attacks on beachgoers in Japan.
Oh.
I saw this.
Did you see the story?
Yeah, he's a solitary dolphin. He doesn't have a pod to be with, and so he's just trying to like
Have sex with everything.
be friends with everyone, and he's chomping down on some Japanese divers and stuff.
Yeah. So a lonely dolphin is being blamed for a surge in attacks on beachgoers in Japan,
Poor guy.
with experts saying, the dolphin's aggressive because he's sexually frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Nobody will talk to him.
Are they going to put him on a list?
So since
That's
2022,
no excuse.
He's an incel.
Yeah.
So since 2022, more than 45 people have been hurt by dolphin attacks at this Wasaka Bay, about 200 miles west of Tokyo. So a maritime expert says that the same male Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphin could be responsible for all the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that the same dolphin is behind at least 16 of the most recent ones since January 21st.
Yeah. Dolphins are wild. Like, they get really super horny. Have you ever seen interviews of people that like go diving with them and like they will pull you down to try and mate with you? Yes.
Really?
What? I mean, it's scary.
So the dolphin may be displaying mating behavior because it's been seen trying to press its genitals against people. However, that this thing like when it can't,
Mm-hmm.
It gets frustrated and then bites you.
Yeah.
Dolphin, and he doesn't want to. So they're saying dolphins can unintentionally harm humans while exhibiting mating behavior because of their immense strength. Dolphins, when they're mating, they can be very wild. The dolphins, they lunge with immense strength.
Dude ain't no joke either. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. There's a big old.
My God.
Oh, look at the tongue on that thing. Gee, I don't think I've ever.
That was a real Lern. My God.
I don't think I've ever seen a dolphin dong.
That is neat. I know. That's why I had to look it up.
Is it called a dork like a whale penis?
I think, but that's a humpback dolphin.
Holy cow! Look at the schwanz on that thing.
Yeah, I mean, ain't here to fool.
Oh,
Terrifying.
man.
I love dolphins, but whoa.
The dolphins lunge towards humans, sexually in nature, and they're describing this as a horny, lonely dolphin. They're also saying that the dolphin's aggression could be a natural response to humans frequently trying to touch it.
Yes, stop this.
Oh, you want to touch me? I'll touch you.
So it's unusual for dolphins, which usually live in groups, to remain alone for such a long time. Dolphins are highly social, and they express this through their physical actions. The experts are saying hormonal changes, sexual frustration, the desire to dominate could drive the dolphin to injure people. And given its strength, these interactions could lead to serious injuries.
I wonder if they could capture humanely the dolphin and put him in a pod that's also in captivity to help. Or is that inhumane in itself? I don't know.
Would a pot
You of
accept
all
him?
people.
Well,
We need a dolphin sex doll.
Yeah.
good idea.
Drop it in the water.
The float.
Let him get the poison out. Then he can be a friendly guy.
I don't want the people getting bit, or I don't want them killed.
I think I've seen a lot of like documentaries where dolphins they're kind of like aggressive in that way. There's usually like two male dolphins like circling a female, and they're pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially in those. So I could see where it'd be really dangerous.
Wasn't there a story of a guy that married a dolphin?
Somebody did.
That's sweet.
Might have been a
Really?
lady.
Support dolphin.
No, it was like okay. True story of woman who marries a dolphin.
I've seen people get humped in those tanks.
When
I've seen
they're
videos
swimming
of
with
that. Yeah, when they're like, let's go swim with the dolphins down in Pensacola or wherever.
I never did like
Get humped in a tank.
If we go to some resort down in Jamaica, whatever, they always like swim with the dolphins. I've never done it because I always feel bad doing it.
Yeah. I haven't either. I would love to just, it's hard. It's like you want to see these animals up close, but then you feel bad that they're in these tanks and they're just, little monkeys, like, dance, monkey, dance,
And they show the videos like people hanging onto the fins and like, them being. I know. And I'm like, that dolphin don't want that.
And it's a bummer they're just a block away from the ocean. It's like so
That is
close.
so
Yeah, they
true.
usually have them enclosed.
So close.
Like on a dock.
Right.
Yeah.
So close to getting out.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah,
going to
that is-
yuck your
that is
yum.
a bummer.
I just don't. To me,
I feel guilty.
I feel guilty too.
Same. I turned it down. The only time I've ever done anything like that, and I'll be honest, I hate admitting it, it was awesome. But I felt terrible afterwards was like at the DuQuoin Fair, they had baby tigers.
Oh, what?
Like little white tigers and little regular tigers, little
You could swim with
babies,
them?
cubs. And yeah, swim with them. And the girl I was dating at the time was like, I want to pet them. And I'm like, all right, let's go in here. And man, it was a cool experience because and they were already strong. And I'm like, I can see why a tiger would completely, even the cubs, like when they were like wanting the bottle and their nails came out, they were climbing on me. I was like, man, these things are already strong and they're little. I can't imagine a full-grown tiger. They would tear you to pieces.
Yeah, of course.
But I felt bad because, they're traveling around. They're probably
Right.
kept in cages. And I'm like, this can't be a good life for these guys.
I wonder if big tigers make biscuits because domesticated cats make biscuits, where they like kind of
They
massage
massage
you.
you?
I wonder if big cats make biscuits.
That
like
would be
The little
nice.
ones did.
That's
Did
the
they?
Swedish one, I think.
But when they were doing it, like you could,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Their
were coming
claws
out.
came out and you'd be like, whoa, that's legit.
Okay, I could handle that.
Yeah, a woman married a dolphin back in 2006.
How did
They still together or what's that?
Ah, the good old days.
When you could do that. Now, people think it's weird. All right, that's your news. Easy. And horny dolphins. All right, 9:28 sports next. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to 29th. Highways are clear. Your point forecast crazy hot with some scattered storm. High of 95. Index 104.
This is a swamp ass alert.
That's right, 104. Right now it's 80 at the Point Studio.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Halestorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Hi.
very much.
Hey.
It's great to
We're the-
see you
we're
guys.
our invisible
third member.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
well,
yes.
how you doing?
We're the Hale half of Halestorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the point, you were on my when I was doing
Yep.
mornings at that
Yep.
time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different
It was
lifetime.
probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
I was talking about being up at the 40 Acre Club, and they're cruising around over there on golf carts, right?
Well, yeah, they were cruising around and took me on a ride on a nice four-seater.
Nice. So if you want a custom golf cart, don't go to the big box store. Go to Getaway Carts. Great guys. Fred and Joe down there. Awesome fellas. They run the place. They only sell golf carts. They don't sell cars. They don't sell trucks. They don't tint windows. They just service and work on golf carts. So if you want the coolest golf cart in your neighborhood, whether it be Soulard, whether it be Newtown, whether it be Eureka, whether it be the 40 Acre Club, they specialize in made-to-order golf carts. You pick the color, they pick the seats, the wheels, the top, the body, the lift, all that stuff. They do it for you. Best price in town, free delivery on golf carts to your house when you buy one. That's Getaway Carts. And by the way, honest face-to-face interaction with the owners. And that's what sets them apart, their service. GetawayCarts.com, GetawayCarts.com.
Backstage at Point Fest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams, to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling your tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
That was your first tour?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you guys were like, talk about just being with the guys you grew up with. You guys were like 12 at the time or something.
Yeah, we started the band when we were 13, coming out of 8th grade into high school. And that tour you mentioned, that was 1992. So that was our first road experience with Public Image Limited and Big Audio Dynamite and Blind Melon.
Yeah, that was amazing, and that's one of those. That's like obviously the first time I saw you, but even more creepy. I have a Public Affection CD.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. There aren't too many of those around.
Is there no restraining order just yet on that?
No. Somebody did try. Somebody tried to they put it up on one of the streaming sites as like Public Affection. I'm like, hey, that's our band.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you can't do that.
You got enough of that stuff going on all the time anyway, with so many records out and everything, and now new music, and you guys are here in St. Louis. Talk about touring again and still doing it after, what, 25 years of Throwing Copper, one of my all-time faves. It's still fun for you, right?
It's so much fun. We're just kicking this year off. We've been back now. We took a long break there, and break/breakup.
Right.
And this is the third year we've been out. You know, the first year we did a bunch of festivals. Last year we did a great tour with Counting Crows.
Yep, been there. I was buddies.
There. And then, we're kicking off this year right now. This is really the first couple shows we've done this year. And then we're out with Bush and Our Lady Peace starting June 6th.
That's going to be an amazing tour as well, and I can't wait to see that. I'm going to go somewhere and see that. Talk about the difference now as opposed to 20, 25, even 30 years ago touring. Like, what's the same now and what is different now?
Well, we're older.
Right, yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And so, I think the pace is less crazy, by design, just because we all have kids. I think there's like 13 kids between the four of us.
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of love there, though.
And then they're all graduating from, a bunch of them are graduating from high school and all this kind of stuff. So we're, we pace it out. Of course, summer's really busy, but I would say that's the biggest difference. Like we don't, like when in the
early 90s, mid 90s. I mean, it was nothing for us to be out 9 months of a year.
Sure, yeah.
You know, and going to Europe from here or there, and you know, so that slowed down a little bit. But you know, it's funny because when we came back in 2016, 17, the demand for the band was so huge that we were like, it felt like we were just right back to playing, you know, on these big festival stages. And I mean, a lot of these venues we're familiar with. You know, the names have changed, but here we are.
Health is there for you guys, really. I mean, you can go to victorymenshealth.com right now. You can get an appointment scheduled, which I urge you to do, especially if you haven't had your blood drawn in a while. Maybe you haven't been staying up on your physicals and you're just thinking to yourself, I have no idea what's going on at a microcellular level because, you know, you shouldn't know. You're just living. That's what the professionals at Victory Men's Health, they're to worry about. They can tell you what your vitamin deficiencies are, if there's something going on hormonally, if you have any extra questions about sexual health or gaining or losing weight. Maybe there's just a goal you have in mind that you didn't know where to start. You can start with Victory Men's Health. There's 4 locations: O'Fallon, Illinois; O'Fallon, Missouri; Town and Country, which is where you'll run into Rafe and King Scott. And then the brand new location in Sunset Hills is there for your convenience, okay? And so book that appointment, get all set up while you're there. Highly suggest doing the IV vitamin drip where you sit in a massage chair, watch a Tarantino movie, and then, you know, within an hour, you're completely rehydrated and have all of the necessary vitals that you need to get on with your day, especially before a Labor Day weekend. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
All right, we got a couple minutes left. And now sports.
Sports brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail now available in ready-to-drink cans. The San Diego Padres scored 3 runs in the final third of the game to secure a 7-5 win over the Cards in front of an announced crowd of 27,224.
Oh, lower than yesterday.
Ooh. Yeah,
lower than the day before.
For the second game of the 4-game series in with former Cardinal skipper Mike Schultz.
Well, it was hot out, you know.
It was hot.
It was hot out.
98 degrees at first pitch. The game marked the hottest at Busch Stadium since July 27, 2023, when the temperature was 99 degrees. Cardinals first baseman Goldschmidt hit his 20th home run of the season and reached base 4 times as part of a 3-for-3 performance at the plate. They go again at Busch tonight, 6:45. The NFL, the National Football League, will continue to use the chain gang to determine first downs this season. During the preseason, the league tested this Hawkeye computer vision system to test its first down accuracy, and the system didn't work as well as they thought that it was going to. So there's noticeably long delays occurring during a Lions-Giants exhibition game.
Yeah, jammed up a couple times.
Yeah, and they did a full report, and the league said that it's going to reconsider the tech for 2025, but not use it for this season. The Hawkeye system has been working well to determine in and out balls in tennis, so that's one of the reasons they're giving it a go here. But not going to use it this year.
Chain gang, yes, still employed.
Check it out. Old school chain gang. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'll eat places. Been running up that road, been running in my heels, been running on the buildings and those places.
You're just so fed up with mosquitoes, you know, and God, they're still out there and they're carrying all these nasty viruses. No. Take care of that, okay? If you live around water, you're trying to get these mosquitoes to get out of here. Rottler can help you take care of all of those nasty pests, mosquitoes being one of them. Also ticks, ants, spiders, silverfish, moles, termites. They can help you with every bug you are just sick and tired of at your property. And they're also a St. Louis company, which I absolutely love. They've been around the St. Louis area for generations. They're family owned and operated, and they're the largest family owned pest control company in the state of Missouri. They also have a Rottler Promise money back guarantee, and they're Quality Pro certified. So that means they have a seal of excellent because of how rigorous their background checks are, drug screenings, criminal driving records, all that stuff. The people who work for Rottler have been vetted, and they're professional. They're going to come in and just get rid of the pests, get out. Everything is professional and awesome. Get rid of bugs, all right? People are judging you because you have bugs at your house, okay? Let's talk about the dead cockroach in the corner of the room that you haven't vacuumed up yet. Rottler.com.
Hello, my name is Jeff from the Rizzuto Show, and I'm standing here underneath the beautiful Hubbard sign. This is our, quarter mile, whatever it is, to keep clean, and because I lost real and fake again, I have to clean up the highway. So we're here at 270 in Olive, and I'm going to go clean up the highway, so enjoy. Hope they made it home okay. When's the break? There's a room key from the Hilton. I wonder what guy threw this out of his car window on the way home. Patrico. Smells like exhaust. Actual reason why we're out here, actually, right there. Let's get this crap off the highway. Here we are at the sponsor of Highway.
NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. You know, we just announced Punk Rock Christmas. And it's not too early to talk about Christmas. It's not too early to talk about getting an engagement ring for the holidays. I would recommend going to see John or Dan or anybody up there now. Get it out of the way. Make sure they have enough time to custom build a piece for you so you have it in time for Christmas.
Yeah, this is a perfect time. Go in, tell them exactly what your ideas are, tell them what you want, and you're going to have an experience like none other. You're going to get real, true expertise, not working on commission, not trying to sell you, one of a ring that looks like a million other rings. We're talking about an original piece that you're going to be happy with for a lifetime, that you get to have a part in building and making custom and just beautiful.
Anybody last minute could go to a case and go, I want that one. I mean,
and
there's a million of those out there.
Yeah, you can tell when that's what happens.
All right, go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, make an appointment, see what we've been talking about for so long now. Mort's Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
Hey everybody, it's Jeff Burton from the Rizzuto Show. Thanks for tuning into the Facebook takeover with, my goodness, Taylor Momsen. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm going to get the geeky fan side of this out of the way first, which nobody watching is going to be surprised about. But I've been a fan for a while. You and I have chatted a handful of times. And the last couple of times that we did it, I'm sure you don't remember this, but we do a picture together and I started collecting them. Can you see that?
Oh, shit.
Look at you. I think you're 17 in that first one.
Baby. I am a baby in that one. Look at you. Is that the
I know.
beard?
You were a baby. I'm still an old man. So.
No. That's great. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's get
So
talking again, man.
I don't know how we're going to work this one out. We'll try to turn it sideways or something. But hello, and thank you for taking the time for doing this. I know it's been a very, very long time since you've been to St. Louis to play a show. What have you, the $2 question, what have you been doing during all of this downtime, this quarantine? What have you been up to?
I have been, we just released a single. We just released Rock and Roll. So I've been doing a lot of promoting from home and figuring out how to work from home, which is different. I'm adapting. That, and then when I'm not doing this, I've been playing just a ton of guitar.
Oh, that's amazing. It's amazing that you have that to fall back on and to do. And talking about working from home, I broadcasted from my house for like 7 weeks, right? And so 2 weeks ago, I guess 2 Mondays ago or whatever, was my first day back. And then so I've been quarantined in this what we call a producer's room, right? So when I go in there and I start show prepping, I get to listen to the radio station. This morning, I get there at 3 a.m. on the day that I'm going to talk to you on Facebook Live. I turn up the monitor and Death by Rock and Roll was jamming on the point.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. That's kismet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had listened to it a handful of times, on Spotify, had yet to hear it on the radio. And Donnie Fandango, who's our music director, said that song sounds great on the radio. And I agree. What are your thoughts?
I agree. Thank you so much for playing it, man. That song was a long time in the making, almost 10 years. So it's very cool that it's out in the world now and people can hear it. I've been keeping it all to myself for the record's finished, so I've been listening to it ad nauseum. So it's nice that it's finally out and I can share it.
And share it, yes, is one thing, but then to do this and get out and talk with the people and talk about the process of the record and what you've been doing. And you said, I think right before we went live, that this is your first ever Facebook Live?
I believe it is, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We are honored.
You're popping my Facebook cherry.
Yes. So a person in your position and what you do, how come you're not the multimedia mogul? You got somebody do that for you, just not interest you, or what?
It's just, when I have to do it, I've always had people around me who are a little bit better. I've got techs and guys who just, they know how to do this stuff. Like, sure. I don't record my own vocal, I sing it, Right. I'm having to learn to adapt to this new world of doing everything yourself. And it's taking me a minute, but I'm catching up slowly.
Yeah. So you pick up the guitar and you start playing. What does Taylor Momsen play to? I'm not bored, but I'm passing the time. I'm trying to be creative. You pick up your guitar. What do you start to play?
So you're clicking around the internet, looking at homes for sale, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. So maybe you need a loan. Well, this is where First Community comes in handy, and I love First Community because they have a loan for absolutely everyone. And plus, there's some actual good news right now with the mortgage rates. The Federal Reserve, they're expected to lower the rates right in the near future. So that means home loan rates are expected to go down again, and that is great news for you. And maybe you have a killer rate right now, which is awesome, but this is a great time to think about refinancing, work with First Community. And again, like I said, they have a loan for absolutely everyone. So if you're buying your first home, just like I did, and if you're looking for the option, this is the place to go to. I reached out to First Community over 6 years ago and talked to them, and they walked me through every step of the way. And I'm so thankful I went there because they saved me thousands and thousands of dollars, because First Community's first-time home buyer loan, there's no down payment required, no closing costs, and there's no private mortgage insurance required. Absolutely amazing. Plus, if you're looking for another home, well, there's affordable alternative 5-year adjustable rate mortgage. Again, they have something for everyone. Reach out to First Community. Stop by any of their convenient locations. Go to firstcommunity.com.
Look, here we are, a Tuesday in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am joined by Luke from the Struts. Luke, how are you, man? Thank you very much for taking the time to join us today. How's it going?
I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be back in your presence again.
Well, we have long, the station has been a long supporter of the band. I mean, you guys, it's been fun to kind of watch you guys grow as a band. And this new record, Strange Days, is absolutely fantastic. And I want to kind of hear a bit, Luke, of the backstory behind it, because from what I understand, you had a whole nother record ready to roll, then quarantine happened, and you guys made use of your time. Can you talk to us about that a bit?
Yeah, that's basically what happened in short. Towards the end of 2019, myself and Adam were both writing in LA and went home quickly for Christmas, came back out, actually made an official move to LA in very early January, and carried on just as business as usual. Then COVID started cancelling everything. So we had no tours, we had no shows, everything was completely up in the air. So we decided, it was suggested to us, why don't we go into a studio and initially record maybe 3 or 4 songs just for the fans, forget everything else. And we had 10 days to do so. And I think we were just too excited because we walked out with an entire record, which was completely by accident.
That's a great accident. That's a very fortunate accident. Did you guys just get on a writing spree or an idea spree? Is that just kind of how that happens?
Essentially, yes. It was the perfect marriage between the excitement within the group and the manager, John, and a good solid couple of weeks leading up to it. I was writing tons and tons of lyrics and titles and concepts, melodies. Adam was banking loads of riffs. So what happened was we would just approach a guitar riff, which would then turn into a jam, which would then turn into something interesting. And then I would just tend to scroll through what I had lyrically and then start top lining. And yeah, we would just spend like 3 hours, 4 hours on an
fence and deck. I was talking to somebody, and it's a new deck day at their house today. Getting that Chesterfield fence and deck. The sign you have the very best. So if you're walking and you see a fence and you go, oh, there's that sign that says Chesterfield fence and deck, you know somebody gives a crap. They've been doing it for 56 years now. One of St. Louis's top names in home improvement. Quality and professionalism first is that's what they're known for. Quality, professionalism, whether it be the fences or the decks or the sunrooms, the screen rooms, the patios, retaining walls. Locally owned and operated, free in-home estimates at zero obligation, free project design. Go down to the showroom warehouse down there in Chesterfield. See all those beautiful displays of the new decks and everything they offer. All the products are guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty. And if you mention the Riz Show this month, you'll get 48 months of interest-free financing on your next outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
Everywhere you look at me, you can see I'm in a brace. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. And every time I look at you, girl, you know it's true. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. Hello, hi. Howdy. Hello, hi. That was Beyonce's Halo. Bum, bum, bum. Hi from the outside. I mustard called 1,000 times to say I'm sorry for all things that you've done. I tried to call you, but you were not home. No, you weren't home.
Oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so wait, and Clovis, I don't think you have a clue how bad this
I don't.
This gun hurts. Would you like an example? Would you like to try? Would you put your butt on the line and
You guys can shoot me.
Yeah. Scott, how about you shoot Clonvis first?
Can I take one
shot in the
Can I
tush.
take one of his shots and give him 4? Was that
What?
fine?
No.
Oh, that's happened.
I'd like to. I mean, just as a gesture.
I mean,
of
that's a pretty.
goodwill.
That's a pretty amazing friend right there.
In tribute?
Or I'll take one and I'll still shoot him 5 times.
I had 4 last week, and I'll tell you, it was excruciating.
I'm interested to see if it's as bad as you guys say, or if you're hamming it up. So I'm willing to take a shot.
Yeah, okay. I would love for you to take a shot to see if we're hamming it up.
Fine. You know what? He'll take one of your shots.
You're amazing.
Shoot me. All right, good.
Holy smokes.
He's going to take one of your shots. Wow, I'm such a pushover today.
Thank you. All right, let's do it.
It's because I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
So do you get to, who's going to shoot me?
Scott will shoot you first.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only fair. Respect.
Scott,
I gotta take my butt out?
Yeah, no, put it up against the. Yeah, go up against the wall there. Just your undies.
See if
He's
his
got a
cheeks
lot of
have
gear.
rosy red marks on them.
Clive has got a lot of gear. He's got. Take off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here we go. Let me see what kind of undies Clive is wearing.
Kids. This audience has been helping kids out for a long time. And so when an opportunity like the Glennon Gallup comes out where you can directly help kids at Cardinal Glennon and also take in a polo match, I think this is a win-win for everybody. So SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon, they provide so much care to children here in the area, not just here in St. Louis, but even in the region. Kids from all over come to Cardinal Glennon to get the care that they need, and they serve more than 200,000 children and their families each year with the care, okay? And there's a really cool event that's coming up on Saturday, September 21st. They do this every year. It's the annual Glennon Gallup Charity Polo Match to support the Donnie Pediatric Center at SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. So this takes place in Defiance at the August Busch Polo Fields. Essentially, people tailgate, they party all day. The gates open at 12, it ends at 5. You can even go out there and stomp all the divots. You dress up. It's the whole, if you've ever seen Pretty Woman, it's essentially the same thing, okay? Only this time you're helping out kids at Cardinal Glennon. So to sign up and get your seat and to get the experience you want to help these kids, glennon.org/Gallup.
Backstage at Point Fest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams, to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling your tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
That was your first tour?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you guys were like, talk about just being with the guys you grew up with. You guys were like 12 at the time or something.
Yeah, we started the band when we were 13, coming out of 8th grade into high school. And that tour you mentioned, that was 1992. So that was our first road experience with Public Image Limited and Big Audio Dynamite and Blind Melon.
Yeah, that was amazing, and that's one of those. That's like obviously the first time I saw you, but even more creepy. I have a Public Affection CD.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. There aren't too many of those around.
Is there no restraining order just yet on that?
No. Somebody did try. Somebody tried to they put it up on one of the streaming sites as like Public Affection. I'm like, hey, that's our band.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you can't do that.
You got enough of that stuff going all the time anyway, with so many records out and everything, and now new music, and you guys are here in St. Louis. Talk about touring again and still doing it after, what, 25 years of Throwing Copper, one of my all-time faves. It's still fun for you, right?
It's so much fun. We're just kicking this year off. We've been back now. We took a long break there, and break/breakup. Right. And this is the third year we've been out. You know, the first year we did a bunch of festivals. Last year we did a great tour with Counting Crows.
Yep, been there. I was
buddies. There. And then, we're kicking off this year right now. This is really the first couple shows we've done this year. And then we're out with Bush and Our Lady Peace starting June 6th.
That's going to be an amazing tour as well, and I can't wait to see them. I go somewhere and see that. Talk about the difference now as opposed to 20, 25, even 30 years ago touring. Like, what's the same now and what is different now?
Well, we're older.
Right, yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And so, I think the pace is less crazy, by design, just because we all have kids. I think there's like 13 kids between the four of us.
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of love there, though.
And then they're all graduating from, a bunch of them are graduating from high school and all this kind of stuff. So we're, we pace it out. Of course, summer's really busy, but I would say that's the biggest difference. Like we don't, like when in the early 90s, mid 90s. I mean, it was nothing for us to be out 9 months of a year.
Sure,
You
yeah.
know, and going to Europe from here or there, and you know, so that slowed down a little bit. But you know, it's funny because when we came back in 2016, 17, the demand for the band was so huge that we were like, it felt like we were just right back to playing, you know, on these big festival stages. And I mean, a lot of these venues we're familiar with. You know, the
Right,
names
yeah.
have changed, but here we are. You know, and so that's been amazing to see the fan response and just the response overall to the band and how you know, important it still is to so many people. It's awesome.
Well, the fact that you guys have been together for so long, was it really easy to pick it right back up? Was it just, I mean, boom, you know?
It pretty much
automatic?
was. I mean, you know, we did our first show back. We hadn't played together 6 or 7 years, and that was a little nerve wracking, like the first one back. But it was really fun. But we were all kind of out of it. We were all just like, "Are we
Right.
really doing this?"
Yeah,
But that didn't last. I mean, within a few shows, we were like just riding a bike. You know,
Right.
we have such a great chemistry, and our friendship, I think, is a lot stronger now than even it was back then.
Well, you know what? I just saw it for everybody who wasn't here. I just saw it in the meet and greet. You guys stood, talked, shook hands, took pictures and everything. I can tell, and I'm one of those guys that loves bands because they love their fans, and I can tell it's genuine with you guys.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a very, very special thing because they're the reason why you guys are still doing this.
You ain't kidding. Yeah, that's the.
We buy houses. That's what it says really big on the website for fasterhouse.com because they are St. Louis's trusted home buyer since 2002, 22 plus years serving our community as St. Louis's trusted home buyer. Making sure that, you know, when life is hard, that selling your house doesn't have to be. At Faster House, they know that selling your house can be difficult, you know, especially in the traditional way. If you have any sort of issues with the house, maybe you inherited a house where you have some flood damage or something in the basement. Listen, reach out, 314-926-0660, or simply request an offer by going to the website, fasterhouse.com, putting in your address. They understand, and they'll stay by your side every step of the way, regardless of your situation or the state of the property. And you'll receive a fair offer without any obligations or complications. Their aim is to provide you with the best value for your home and the easiest way for you to start your next chapter. And guess what? You choose the closing. You can choose the closing that suits you best within even a matter of days, too, so you don't have to wait months and months. Visit fasterhouse.com. Go see what I'm talking about. They're the easy button for all these different situations. You can get an offer right there or call them at 314-926-0660. It's Faster House. Your next chapter starts here. Fasterhouse.com.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty, it was dingy.
So this is the inside of the garage.
And you're listening to the original KISS Army member. It's the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz. You owe me $20 now. Boom.
All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring, and check out the Riz Show blog, which is brought to us by Jack in the Box. Limited time only, 3-piece waffle sticks with syrup dip cup for only $2.50. All right, today's podcast is titled...
It's titled, Afraid of the Bolo, Hate the Bow Tie.
Ah, yes. Happy National Bow Tie Day, everybody.
And
Enjoy.
also to you.
Tomorrow, our buddy Luke Spencer joins us from YouTube page Rocked. We love Luke. Also, Craigslist Freak of the Week. Playoffs continue. All right, what else, Moon?
Punk Rock Christmas was announced just about an hour ago, and tickets will go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. You're going to want to get your tickets early. It did sell out last year. We did add a show, though. So December 7th at the pageant, there's a family-friendly, and there's 4-packs going to be available for the 3 p.m. matinee show, and then we have the party show at 8 p.m. Both are family-friendly, but the 8 p.m. one will just be a little bit more direct. And
Santa's going to show a sack at 8.
No.
Right on.
That's not
That's
what's
the
going to
adult
happen.
one?
What?
If you've been before, though, you know that it's a unique experience. It's not just some fun Christmas show. It really was so very special last year, and we're going to double it this year. So.
All right, tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m.
That's right.
Learn.
You can follow me at Lern versus Radio on all the socials. My band's playing this Saturday in Bowlo at Sky Music Lounge, 9 to midnight. Come out and see us.
Rafe.
Yeah. New number 2 show out on all streaming platforms. I am Rafe Williams.
Thank you, Rafe. King Scott.
Got something cool. Moon said if you follow King Scott rules, you have the opportunity to buy tickets to Punk Rock Christmas at full price. So
Wow. All right.
make sure to do that. You don't want to miss out.
What a bargain. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots. From Maryland Heights, Lewis Drewer is our Teamers Remember the Day. And Lewis wants to hear this song. Here it is. Donnie is next. Lern goes to Keishi. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Energy office.